deafening in here.
Sauce.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's really funny because seeing you talk in the OC way, I know it sounds really weird now, but it's like, oh yeah,
That's my voice.
I was thinking if we could like do a bit where we're in the room and then Matthew, you're like not in, and we can like invite you in, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
knock on the door.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. So it was like, okay, lads, Matthew's coming. All right. And he's mates with Adam Blampede, so no one talk about Blampede. Hey, Matthew, how's it going, man?
I've just been seeing my friend Adam Blampier.
Oh, shit. Hide your wives. Hide your girlfriends.
Oh shit. Okay, I don't mind doing that, but if
No,
you ever want to work with Cultaholic or What Culture, they don't bring him up.
All right, Blampede. Hello and welcome to OSW Review, the old school wrestling video podcast. Filmed in glorious Scramble Vision and encoded with blast processing, we chronologically critique wrestling storylines, pay-per-view by pay-per-view. This is your host, your boy, Jay Hunter, joined as ever with the Commissioner of Kayfabe, V1.
What's the story?
And the police escort of the Lex Express, OC.
Yeah.
And the mayor of Botchtown, Matthew.
Wait a minute, that thing we were just doing was the actual intro to the show.
No, it wasn't. No, I
Maybe,
just wanted.
maybe.
It depends if you reacted.
We're recording. I've been fucking hoodwinked. You bastard. I've said blimey about 9,000 times. Oh, well, sorry. Thanks, Cultaholic. Nice knowing yous.
Hi, Matt.
I was alright until now. Right, Mr. OC, I've no issues with you now. Fuck Jay Hunter.
We played Contra.
Exactly.
It's like, I was thinking about it on the way here.
Is, did you hold Matthew back while playing Contra?
Oh.
Hold a grudge over that now.
Yeah, when you do the annual best Contra player, the awards, will you go bullshit? Mr. V1 1 second and he was just watching.
Pretend that it's come out by now. OC, what do you think of the Marine 6 review?
Pretty good.
Not top 5.
No, I mean, it's not our best movie review, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Well, you know, the movie was kind of, fun. Yeah. It was fine. Yeah.
Wow, I can't wait to click on that fucking video after that.
Oh my god.
And how are you doing, V1?
I'm doing very good. I've been looking forward to doing this show,
I've
Matthew.
been looking forward to doing this, I'm not gonna lie.
It's always lots of crack having you on, and this time we get to do it face to face with alcohol involved.
Yeah, we can't talk bad about each other now. Well, we can, but we've got a fucking one eye on you and one eye on the door. Yeah.
And Matthew, leader of the Botch Club.
Oh, you prick! I had to think about that. I've never heard of that. What was that reference to, Jay?
The
So you used to
WWE
work
Network
What Culture
show.
as well. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Botch Club. That came and went, didn't it? My Twitter exploded. I got a load of new followers, and then Anderson tweeted out, "Well, there's not going to be any new episodes in the future." It's like that was a short-lived war, wasn't it, lads?
It was shorter than TNA.
TNA did better on Monday nights than I did. So it was funny just to hear people go, "Well, they're going to give you money, right, Matthew?" I'm like, yes, for the footage that they own, that I've been taking for years. I was very flattered. I mean, everyone on social media started role-playing as me and going, oh, he must be furious. He must be wanking uncontrollably right now about what they've done to him.
Uncontrollable.
And I'm like,
Kurt
no.
Angle's wanking claw.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, not recently, but not because of this, but I was flattered that they did this and mimicked it so some of it so well. And the fact that they even put like bleep bloop chip you music over the top was like, and the clips I'd already used. I'm like,
hilarious.
Thank you. So I did some of the website saying, hey, look, the guy who's editing this, because obviously it's clearly Gallows and Anderson sent together with a, Sony Vegas going, we need more chip tune music. Just say, hey, if you want me to give you the times for the clips next time, just let us know. But yeah, no, thank you very much for the support for people. We won, we got him.
We got him.
Which sadly means I'm now forced to continue Botchamania until I retire or die, whichever comes first.
Big news to hear about during the Rumble on Twitter. Royal Rumble was trending.
Yeah.
They didn't put that on the show, though. You know, they have their
Hashtag
little box.
Rumble.
Yeah, their little box at the bottom.
Hashtag
What's trending?
Rumble Royal. We'll take full credit for that.
We're off to a fresh start.
What's been happening on Raw? The McMahons have been back. It's 1999 again, apparently, with a fresh start. It's like,
New era.
Rob Bartlett, come on. Oh, no. Fucking crazy time in wrestling at the moment with the birth of All Elite Wrestling, WWE signing the shit out of everyone they can.
Ring of Honor signing the shit out of everyone they can. AEW signing the shit out of everyone they can. The Indies going, stop, please. Yeah. Fascinating
So,
times.
is there a chance for AEW at TNA level? We'll say.
60,000 buys a month at the peak. No, they could definitely do 30,000 buys on pay-per-view. Yeah.
It's a lot of hope so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
People are just really curious to see where it's gone.
Yeah.
Let's play it out and see where it goes.
What about WWE battling the new generation for the worst ratings in WWE history? But how are they doing financially? Fucking amazing. Got that Saudi blood money. $450 million over 10 years. I was like, man, if you really need money that bad, man, fucking ISIS, they need some PR work as well, you know? Holy shit. What did Steph say again? It's like
Probably cut this out, Jay, if you know what's good for you.
Yeah, because dismemberment is a corporate liability. It's like that was like the week after.
She did break that out, didn't she?
Dismemberment it is a bit of a corporate liability.
That's the week after Khashoggi got murdered in the Saudi consulate. And it was like, Hulk Hogan, come on out here. It's like, we're running wild. It's even stronger here in Saudi Arabia. Fucking hell.
So what you gonna do when the power of Hulkamania and the crown jewel run wild on you, brother?
And now, WWE Network presents Royal Rumble Kickoff.
Oh, the countdown is on!
Do you want to start the review?
Let's fucking do it to it.
Well, you can't, because it's time for a Mountain Dew KFC Honey Mustard Barbecue pre-show. Actually, sponsored by What Bear, a honeyish orange and blue cereal called a Golden Crisp. Pre-show panel host, my boy, Jonathan Coachman, who had a terrible return on commentary. Holy shit, man. As Beth Phoenix for Rumble Strategy, having...
Fresh off her Hall of Fame speech.
It's still going on. Having been in the first ever WWE Women's Royal Rumble last year, her advice is to try your best. It's a lot of luck and to take opportunities. A physical cane comes to pull her off, but it's actually...
Oh my God. Try your best. Jesus Christ.
So R-Truth comes out and the fans are like, hey, R-Truth, how's it going, mate? And he says, hey, me and Carmella, we were actually number 30 in our respective Royal Rumbles. And she's like, don't give that away. But we will have a breakdance party at WrestleMania to celebrate. And then Booker T's like, that's really funny. Can I come? And R-Truth's like, yeah, of course you can. And then just for the crack, he says, hey, Jerry Lawler, do you want to come? And he's like, mate, it's a kayfabe party. You don't actually have to attend.
Oh my God.
Not even to a kayfabe party invite. I like that you said it wasn't a good return to commentary for Coachman. They replaced him with Renee Young.
Oh, shit. And what's he been doing then?
These.
Right?
Pre-show, Bobby Roode and Gable. I've ruined that joke, didn't I?
Bog off.
Gable, because he's just Robert Roode, and you buy one, get one free, and there's Gable.
Oh,
in
okay.
His robe.
That's good, Jay. I'm glad they explained it.
Yeah. If I explained it, it was terrible. There you go. So they're the Raw Tag Champs, and they're taking on one half of the Authors of Pain, Rezar, and half of the Revival, Dawson. Why half? Because Akam is injured.
Here we go. There it is.
Oh my gosh.
that robe that Gable is wearing, is that the one Drake Maverick pissed on?
Well, I hope not.
So Bobby Roode bought himself a brand new robe and gave the pissy one to Gable. Fucking genius.
Wow, I
What
did
a
not
heel.
notice that. I hope he did.
What a heel. I love it.
This dressing up as your tag partner, like Gable dressing up as Rude, that's so sad. Like, you can dress up as your hero. Do you remember, like, Edge 2002, he tagged with Hulk Hogan, let's do the Hulk Hogan hot dogging with Hulk Hogan? But not if he's your peer. And not if he's not successful.
The Raw Tag Team Division is all based around the speculation if Revival are signing or not, given the fact that one of them has trademarked the term FTR, fuck the Revival. So they had him on his tights on one episode of Monday Night Raw. Revival, in their gear after a match on Raw recently, asked for their release. And they're still here. And I bring this up because it's way more interesting than this actual match, which is on a pay-per-view that was about as long as Hillbilly Jim's Hall of Fame speech. So,
Despite being an unpolished makeshift tag team, the heels work well together, cutting Gable off from his partner. Dawson forgets to do a move, and kayfabe smacks heads with Gable, allowing Rude to get the tepid tag. Iron Spinebuster, Buff Blockbuster, and Gable Moonsault Block, and the faces retain their Raw tag belts in 7 minutes.
wow.
Stellar.
Oof.
Big win for the tag team champions here tonight as they continue their momentum for the Monday Night Raw brand.
Oh my God, Steve. Daniel Bryan cuts a promo on the Chase Field Royal Rumble burger.
Oh, I love it.
Angry, outspoken vegan condemning the artery-clogging toxins in the burger and the fellow earthlings used to make it. What's in this burger, you ask?
By the way, I wanted this burger so much after watching this
It looked
promo.
amazing, yeah.
I was like, yes, give it to me, mate.
Actually, can you read this out?
18 ounces pork bratwurst patty on a toasted onion roll, stuff in some cheddar cheese, applewood smoked bacon, crispy coleslaw, fried onions, and barbecue aioli. And top off with fried mac and cheese wedges.
We call it the
Good Morning Burger. Rock and roll. Bryan exclaims if AJ is the fans' last hope, he can't wait to destroy it, and stamps on said burger.
Nice.
If that's their last hope, I can't wait to destroy it.
The Bulgarian Brute, Rusev!
Our next contest is for the United States Championship. It's Alexander Rusev, the champion, versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Welcome to Knack America. Which is who Jack Swagger faced.
Oh my God, did you see the cut of that, fella?
Woo. Thank you, everyone from the future that texted me how Jack Swagger got on, by the way. So, how did he get on, Steve?
He absolutely smashed this guy out of it. I think he may have been punched once, but then he just took this guy down, ground and pound, got into a head and arm choke. He didn't even need to leave this guy's mount, and he just choked him easy, made him his bitch.
2 minutes first round?
But it's not the same as, say, Batista's first MMA match. It's against somebody who's going to lose, right?
This guy is like in his 40s. He was like 1-4 or something
He
like
showed
that.
up to the weigh-in with an autograph book and like, you sign this for me, Jack?
He looked like some teenager's dad. Just some old guy out of shape who they just said, here, we'll give you a bag of ham if you fight this fella, you know?
His last match was in Moe's Tavern.
It was awful. And Jack Swagger kept on doing the "We the People."
Awesome.
And to make it even worse, R-Truth rapped for his entrance. It was cringy bad, lads. It was cringy. But in saying that, Swagger looked awesome. He's in the best shape I've ever seen him. He was ripped.
R-Truth, WWE SmackDown star.
Oh, I love Nakamura's thriller-style jumpsuit.
Do you?
I do, yeah.
Oh, you're the
No?
only people.
Yeah.
He looks ridiculous. Although,
That's awesome, yeah.
This is a guy who needs to look cool. He's been kind of pushed to the bottom of the card. Although I will say it's better than his Sonic catsuit that he wore at the last show. Oh my God, the blue one looks way worse.
Yeah, he went from wearing Nakamura gear to buying Aldi Nakamura gear.
To buying Nakamura. Oh God, it's so sad.
Rusev, US champion again with the wascally washing Lana too. Rusev Day, more like Groundhog Day, as he was in the same position since we last saw him at WrestleMania 34, getting pinned by Jinder, who won the US title. What did he get up to? He turned face, feuding with Almas and Vega over the summer, and the Bulgarian Brute relieving Nakamura of the US title on the Christmas Day SmackDown, Shin whining until he got his rematch. Byron calls the Knacker crafty for defending his US title as little as possible. I think that's just a PC way of calling him sneaky. You know, sneaky Japanese.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
House show back and forth. Lots of give a roundhouse, take a roundhouse. Cool spot where Knacker no-sells a spinning slam, tries to apply an armbar, fails, so transitions into a triangle choke.
Hold on, don't you go any further. The fucking state of this choke. He just throws his legs over his shoulders and makes like a rough diamond shape. It's called a triangle choke, not a diamond choke, you twat.
Maybe he's just like, smell my dick and tap out like.
No, it was awful.
Rusev wants to power out, but fuck, it's not happening. Try it again. No. Okay, let me try, the pile driver vertical sex position, and it gets him up. Fair balls.
Snowplow.
Yeah. And he does get it, ending with a collapsing jackhammer.
It's at his discretion. And a sword by Rusev.
Fair Belson was thinking like Super Showdown in Australia, Undertaker and Triple H try a spot to lift him, and they just abandon it.
God, rough.
Triple H. Landslide to Rusev, and the evil foreigner, the other one, removes the turnbuckle padding. Lana disputes and gets knocked off the apron, instantly selling the ankle. It's like, give it half a millisecond,
Like,
yeah?
how did that happen? What? This is nearly as bad as the time where Lillian was knocked off the apron by Shelton and just started fucking mooing on the outside.
Because she landed with a mic in her hand. So the crowd was like, yeah, Charlie Haas. And all you could hear, all the crowd could hear was, ah!
Did Rusev think she wasn't there on the apron? Because even if he hit his intended target, Nakamura, she was still going flying.
Yes. That'd be like those little ball things.
Yeah.
Where you pull it back and it hits it, and then the one at the end goes flying. And like Nakamura was like, oh, actually I'm grand here.
Oh, but this ankle injury is an important plot point that Rousey must see. A concerned Rusev takes a Kinshasa to the back of the neck.
Concerned? He was shouting at her going, get up!
Yeah, fucking minge, man.
Do way more damage to your ankle.
And the sneakiest of the Japanese regains his US title in a Mike Knox 10-15.
Mike Knox 10-15.
I thought, Shinsuke here with his mildly kind of slurred English oration. Like, he's like, mind your business, get out. It's like,
Tommy was yes, book it, please. This is how you get.
I did not knock her off the apron. I did not.
Get out my house. I kill you. I'll bring him in for
Hey, stop it!
and it's time for your pre-show main event. The 205 live piss break. It's too early for a piss break. You're still fine. You can go ahead for a smoke. For the Cruiserweight title.
Break.
It's Kalisto versus Akira Tozawa versus Hideo Itami versus the champion, Buddy Murphy. A four-way scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
For the Thank you, Matthew. For the Cruiserweight Championship. It's the Lucha House Party's Kalisto in their awesome new generation In Your House tees. No?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally.
And the Quinceañera Pinata. Did you like that?
No.
Versus Akira Tozawa versus Kenta. Actually, he hasn't been good Kenta for 7-8 years now.
Commentary when Kenta was coming out was like, I think he's the hungriest out of all these people. And I was like, just looking at him going, yeah, I'd probably say so as well, mate. He does not look the same as he used to. Poor guy.
Is he still in NXT or 305 Live or
205? Wow. There we go.
305.
Sorry, I interrupt.
He was aiming for it. The poor guy's had such a bad run though. Like he had that shoulder injury, and then he was out for like a year and a half nearly, was it? And then he came back and he took a bad bump and he hurt his neck, was it, or shoulder?
That's right. He took a power slam from.
Yeah.
It was so bad. He got injured by Kevin Owens in kayfabe in the parking lot. By the time he came back, Kevin Owens was in Raw.
Oh my God.
So I was like, "Oh, hiya, Tommy. Are you gonna go to Raw and event?" No, you're not. You're gonna stay right here, pal.
I think as soon as Shinsuke Nakamura was signed and then he debuted,
and was over.
He went to NXT and then went to the main roster. It's like there's nothing. You've got nothing now. You know, he's filling all your holes.
Oh.
Start of the match, heel Kenta bails immediately and then enters and poses as McGuinness proclaims him the Don from Nihon.
Forgot about that, sorry.
Where did they come up with these fucking names with?
These monikers.
Does it rhyme?
Like,
yeah, right, we'll go with it.
It's like Rob Walker, you know, and World Snooker. He gives all these shitty monikers to everyone. Doesn't matter, like, to make snooker more interesting.
Hideo, who are you? Italian. It's easy.
If Kenta wins this, he'll earn the people's respect.
And a P45.
Callisto's bouncy. Hurricane Rana is denied initially, but he gets it 5 seconds later. Buddy's gimmick is that he's the powerhouse cruiserweight.
Oh, I'm going to object here for a second. All right, if you watch 205 Live, Buddy Murphy's a dick. But on the pay-per-views, obviously 205 Lives, let's bust a move like the cruiserweights in WCW 96. So he always gets like polite applause for how good he is. So it's like, oh yeah, he's really good that. Because no one watches 205 Live.
No one watches 205 Live.
And 205 Live, he's kicking dogs in the rivers and not gives a shit. Oh, he's great, him. I only watch him once a month. Oh, so good. It's bullshit.
Yeah, this guy looks like a monster next to the rest of these guys. And it's like, why is he on 205 Live? But then I'm sure if you saw him next to someone on the main roster, you'd be like, okay.
He's just like, but the beef.
Beef!
Great choreographed spot where Kenta holds open the ropes. Tozawa suicide dives through, hitting Callisto, who bowls back, and Hurricane Rana's buddy into the barricade. McGuinness doesn't let shit psychology go as Kenta throws two of his opponents into the ring to try win a match. It's like, well, throw one in and try get him. Callisto pumps Tozawa into the air to take out Buddy. A really great spot. He's like, woo. Yeah. Then a Fondley tribute with a springboard whoopsie, followed by a rolling hills. Speaking of tributes, Murphy, he loves Kenny Omega.
You can't see that a mile off, can't you?
Like, so many V-triggers, he's fucking worn out the controller. Like, you know? And also the Terminator is sent on dive. The other lads, they love the Young Bucks, this, you know, with the super kick party. And there's even an Osprey Cheeky Nando's in there as well.
Yes, unless it's on World of Sport, in which case it's Cheeky Fernando's, which is the only good thing about World of Sport.
Racist noises from Tozawa, the Japanese, because he's just going, what? Fucking
X-Pac watching go.
Yeah. Yes.
Push him.
Flurry of finishes, including a poisoned Frankensteiner and a Selena Del Sol, finishing with Murphy's Law. Buddy retains the Cruiserweight title in 12 minutes.
He knows he has to lay it all on the line. Murphy's Law connects. Is this enough to retain the championship? Buddy Murphy, reign continues.
The Murphy's Law, fucking awesome move.
Yeah, it's lovely. That's a great fucking name too.
Yep.
Awesome name.
He's lucky his name is Murphy.
Yeah, what a coincidence.
My favorite part of this match was actually not even a move. Kalisto hit the Selena Del Sol on Murphy. He went to pin Hideo Itami, and Murphy was so bollocks he couldn't actually break up the pin. And so you just see him lying on his side, and he's like, oh, I'm trying to do it. I was like, that was great, mate. In a match that's full of awesome flippy moves, I'm like, that was the moment that I was like, yeah, awesome.
With the build of this being, everyone else has held the 205 Live Championship, as well as the Cruiserweight Championship, apart from Itami. The way they pushed it on commentary on 205 Live, oh, the Itami would be winning this. He did not win this, and then he left. So maybe he said, nah.
Whopper video game match with Ziggler levels of wrestling in between. Buddy Murphy, the real champion, the winner of life, as he's engaged to Alexa Bliss.
What?
Yep.
We should start this pay-per-view, I think. Yeah.
Shit, we haven't even
what do you think of Lawler commentating, by the way?
He was only sure he phoned it in, so that was fine. Like, you know, that was
nice. I'm glad that he's still reading from the bumper book of Jackie Martin jokes from the 1970s that he's been reading his entire career, and he got a few good lines when he went, "Oh, you know, so and so's like a cloud. As soon as they've gone, it's a beautiful day." He did also, if you watch this on the network and Glorious 1080p, it actually scratched off Cloud with statutory rape accusations. So, beautiful day indeed for everybody. And also they announced that Cena would not be in the Royal Rumble this year, despite being advertised on WWE.com.
Cheeky cunts.
As they've done the last few pay-per-views, actually, like with Brock versus Braun not happening,
Yes.
Trish Stratus versus Alexa Bliss not happening. And I'm convinced that 205 Live are not going to show up to the When Worlds Collide tournament. I think the main event's going to take their place, actually. So,
Oh, God.
and that's all I have to say about the kickoff show.
Let's just get lost in the moment. We are about to see a classic.
And now, Golden Crisp Cereal presents WWE Royal Rumble.
Chaos, change, challenge, and opportunity. It's the 2019 Royal Rumble, January 27th to be exact, the 32nd edition, in fact, from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona, in front of a touted 48,193, which is obviously bollocks. WWE only set up for 43,000, and they gave out 11,000 free tickets.
And there were still sections that were tarped off.
Yeah, but still a huge crowd though. It's a shame WWE lighted like Raw and SmackDown with the bathing them in the red light. It really looks a lot smaller than it is. Poor fans getting blasted out of it. Did you see the picture with the light streaking?
That happened at WrestleMania 33.
The one in Orlando.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
they,
if you're on the
they were the
camera
fans.
side.
They were the fans that were behind us to the right of the entrance stage because you know you could hear them chanting, "Turn off the lights," and we can't see. And
No, I was on the below bit, but it was like back and to the left. It got better though because Mojo Rawley won the Battle Royal and they switched the lights off, and then when as soon as they saw that, said, "Turn them back on, turn them back on."
Commentators tonight are our Monday night team of Michael Cole, Renee Young, and Corey Graves, who pulled double duty along with the Blue Brands Tom Phillips and Byron Saxton, with some match-specific guests along the way. First up, our inaugural contest on the pay-per-view is for the SmackDown Women's Championships. It's Becky Lynch versus the champion Asuka. Steve, how was Becky's 2018?
the first half was pretty nothing, practically the same as it's been for the last 2 years. And then at the beginning of the summer, for some reason, she just began pinning people clean and she got put into a title match with Carmella and she was very over, as she's been for years. And then Charlotte came back from having her tits made bigger. She got put in the match and the fans turned on her. But ever since then, it's been fucking great.
So she turned heel at SummerSlam when she lost and she beat
Only
up
in the eyes of the road dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in theory it should have worked because it was one of those nice moments when both sides had a point.
Yeah.
Charlotte was saying, well, no, you did lose the match, so you're no longer like number one contender. I don't have to give you one, which was right. But people were like, oh, Becky Lynch. And it just kept on rising from there.
Yeah.
So they had to acting more and more of a dick. Sometimes when the fans get hold of something, it's like, no, we don't care.
Yeah.
We don't care if they run over an 8-year-old like Eddie Kingston TNA. We're gonna be like Eddie Kingston. Hey, kids shouldn't have been in the way.
What? Yo, no! Richie!
No!
How is she popular? Why is she popular? How did that happen?
Because she's cool as fuck. She beats up people. She gets punched in the face and bleeds and smiles and doesn't give a fuck.
Where they buck her like Stone Cold Steve Austin, basically. Yeah.
I don't like myself. I love myself. Now stop being so condescending to the champ and get out of my ring. Careful you don't hurt your neck again going through those ropes.
Kick off with the OSW 78 Marine 6-star versus the Golden Nogger Award winner Asuka for What Bar of the Year, as OSW review. Collar and elbow tie-up and flying bum tackle showing Becky what's what. Follow up by WCWing Becky with another flying bum tackle. We see brother Hulk Hogan in the crowd and sitting beside the Ultimate Warrior. Love the respect shown as Becky fishes for a disarmer and Asuka immediately scramble kicks to keep Lynch away. Steve! Asuka Jocks Watch.
Lads, she went into fucking overdrive in this match. Stand back, Ronda Rousey. Seriously, 11 times during this match, Asuka fixed some of her gear, okay? 6 times she pulled up her jocks, and 5 times she pulled up her little arm bit.
Like Trish Stratus going, back and forth and evenly matched. Both apply their submission finisher whilst tied up in the ropes, but both have to release it. On the apron, deny a suplex to the outside, deny a Bexploder, but Asuka plants Becky's face onto the floor. And there's your Cody Rhodes Ibushi spot, maybe?
Yes.
I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, it was like a fisherman's buster, almost. It was a big fuck off DDT at the outside.
She like hooked the leg and hooked the neck and they spun, but I think they both spun the wrong way and it just looked a bit off, you know?
It looked brutal.
Yeah.
No, wait, Asuka. Asuka's got a hold of Becky Lynch. Oh, God.
You can see the ref asks if they're okay because he gets down immediately and kind of puts his fingers in their hands and they both...
That's not getting good. Oh, cut that. Now it's in.
Yeah.
And they both squeeze and they're okay. And then Asuka, we get an X-Pac. Wah!
Yes.
Outside crescent kick.
We need more wah in wrestling.
Finish of the match. Both get over how evenly matched they are using each other's submissions and reversals because both wrestlers are fucking awesome. Asuka locks in the disarmer and Lynch with the Asuka lock. Ends with the Empress rolling forward and applying a Asuka lock, denying Becky's escape attempt by turning over and applying a bridge, finally forcing the man to tap clean. So nobody is ready for... that turned into a Romanian.
I want to.
No. What do you think, Matt?
It's nice that we're in this period of wrestling where WWE is providing hard-hitting wrestling that we used to have to get in indie or Japanese wrestling or Puro, and now it's like, oh yeah, cool. Let's give you a Fishbones Buster on the outside like it's nothing. So yeah, fantastic match, hard-hitting between two people like for different reasons. I think Becky just by this much is more popular. Yeah, it sucks when there's a really good match because there's very little, you can't really make fun of it or take the piss out of it, so no complaints.
Yeah, I thought it was a good match, particularly the last few minutes, like the reversals, the submission moves. That was really good and not sloppy. So I thought that was impressive. Come back to the monikers. Everyone has to have a moniker. The man, the bloke. Like it's just I don't know. I just can't get behind it. Yeah, I just can't buy into it.
That's gonna be somebody's gimmick on the UK scene.
yeah. But overall,
yeah, really enjoyed it.
Very good match. Great opener. I thought it began a little bit slow, but once they started trading the bigger moves, the match just went up about 4 gears, and the last couple of minutes were fantastic. I was kind of worried that when Becky was battering Asuka, the fans were kind of quiet and they didn't really perk up until Asuka was getting the heat on Becky. I'm like, oh my God, Becky's the most over wrestler in the world, but are you only going to cheer for her when she's chasing and she's losing? What happens when she's actually winning? Are you just going to sit on your fucking hands, So I was kind of a little bit worried about that.
Sing when you're losing. Sing when you're losing.
But yeah, it turned out to be a great match. Asuka is my favorite wrestler. I love Asuka. I think she's incredible.
Lacey Evans.
But I have to make mention of the very end scene after Becky lost and she's sitting on the apron and she's looking sad and the camera just kind of tilts a little bit and you can see her being devastated and Asuka in the background just being overjoyed, jumping around, showing the belt. And I was like, Kevin Dunn, you've done it again, mate. That's a great fucking shot.
I think he's done. Like, he's just in the back, filing down his teeth, It's Kerwin selfie still.
Chewing on his little hamster block.
Do you know if you go to the WWE corporate page, everyone like George Barrios, Triple H and stuff, and for him, it's just like a blank avatar.
But you know it's him because the face is here, the teeth are there, and some of the other avatars using his mouth as an envelope opener, so you know it's him.
Yeah, I completely agree. Two Beasts, fantastic opener. Asuka's wrestling just on a different level than everyone else, and I thought Becky did a good job keeping up with her. A hard-fought bout, both coming up looking great.
And also, when the camera cut to black when Becky took that bump, and I was like, fuck, missed that.
Did it? It's just because there was a wardrobe malfunction.
I would imagine that her tit fell out, yeah. Yeah. Oh no, I googled it. I couldn't find anything.
Jesus.
And if you have a problem with that, Nikki Bella won't be the only woman to drop you this year.
Match number 5 of the night at the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. It's The Bear versus Shane and Mike Mizanin. Shane McMahon, where's that Best in the World Cup, mate? Him winning that award, the Best in the World award, that's like Mr. Burns winning the teen beauty pageant. How did Shane and Miz become buddies? Shane took Miz's place at the finals at the Best in the World Cup in November, where Miz kayfabe injured his knee, his ankle, his general leg. Just pick one, Oh, so cool to see Miz's dad again. And his big kind of dog, hangdog, fluffy head on him.
He does have fluffy hair, doesn't it? His hair looks like 2 sheets of paper. Just whistling in the wind,
Did you ever see a fan made him a custom-made Titantron, and it's like just pictures of him going to David Flair's theme.
Oh, yes.
Awesome!
The only other time I've seen Total Divas, it was because somebody said it was a clip that I could use. They lied. They just wanted me to watch Total Divas. Miz is on there, and he's going, I've got a secret to tell you, Dad. And then his dad just goes, oh, well, it's a secret, me, you, this camera crew, that camera crew.
Yes.
Those are like, it's like, all right, pretend, damn it.
I love it.
They kept that in the show because it was awesome. So I like Miz Dad, and I prefer to talk about him than this amazing storyline.
Steve, what's the angle? What's the vid?
The Miz wants to be his tag team partner and saying, look, the two of us have a bond where our dads don't give a fuck about us. And so how about we join up as a team, become the best tag team in the world, and that'll make our dads proud. And I'm like, you are manipulating this fucker. You're a heel, mate.
Miz wants his trophy. Miz is being ironed up like
Christian and Edge.
Right, when Savage had, Elizabeth on his shoulders, but was looking at Hogan.
I have Elizabeth, but I really want Hogan.
Right. Yes, I think I read that's. Yeah, so he just wants that. However, it has got a bit confused because it's like ideally the situation would be Miz tricking Shane into like wrestling and getting beat up or whatever. Then Miz does all the work just so we can trick him and get the trophy. But if not, then I've completely misread this. Like I may have misread the Hogan Savage angle.
Yeah, God, Jesus, I was actually listening there going, that's pretty good. Holy shit. But I've no trust in WWE to long-term book something to make that much sense.
The BR. Oh, I love their best friends forever hug walk. It's amazing. What bar are they? A Vidal's Willy Gum. Thank you. Enzo's not in the crowd this time. He appeared at the Survivor Series in the BR versus Authors of Pain. Oh, actually, you're talking about Total Divas. The best thing Sheamus done in his career is Rusev. I think he's like live Instagramming, and it's like, hey, we're about to rewatch Total Divas.
Oh,
and Sheamus was like, I'm not watching that shite.
Yes.
What a babyface turn. Holy shit.
It's the most over he's been in years.
I guess we're going to rewatch the episode of Total Divas.
No, we're not watching that shite.
Watching this match, I'm like, it's gone. Something happened, please. Shane, will you do an announcer table spot? No. Big clothesline, though. Shitty rocks laying the SmackDown float over DDT. Oh, coast to coast with the SmackDown host who boasts the most roast? No.
Well done, Jay.
Caught in a giant swing. Whenever I see a giant swing, what number are you too lazy to count to? What number do you stop? 13.
But they just count. Yeah. Not counting rotation.
Yeah. No, they're just counting.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Sometimes one right.
And they ended up just going, we'll just you can't count that high.
And did you like how Shane didn't sell it at all? He just popped it right back up.
Cesaro sold it and Shane didn't.
Yeah.
And he just whacked on a submission hold. And Shane traps him. Shane survives a double white noise because he's the best in the world. Big finish. Miz shoves Cesaro in the way of a brogue kick and skull-crushing finale's Shambo, kindly leaving Shano free to do a shooting star press. Elbow into Cesaro's nads. 1, 2, 3, and Shano gets the win. 13.5 minutes. Then Byron smashes his credibility, saying the two have done the impossible, winning the SmackDown tag titles.
We are the best out of 4 teams.
Graves joins him at the bottom, saying Miz's dad was never quite proud of him until he won these tag belts.
You mean his son, who was world champion and main evented WrestleMania against John Cena?
If that's true, cunt of the year, Miz's dad.
Yes.
Because Mrs. Dad only watched Attitude Era. He's never heard of John Cena. Shane McMahon! Oh my God, really? Is he still European champion?
As bad as Shane is at doing some of these moves, his triangle choke is better than Nakamura's and The Undertaker's.
Well, with competition like that.
Yeah.
High praise indeed.
Yeah. and he does a better shooting star press than Billy Kidman.
That time he knackered Jabbo in the head, is it? Yeah, great.
Which time?
Oh, man. And I was thinking, now would everyone please rise for the United States national anthem? And then David Flair's team hits, and there's a Miz's Brad's Titan drop.
Kenny Rogers shows up, yeah.
Your Hollywood flings making us look bad. I don't give a damn about my reputation.
Next up is the Raw Women's Championship. It's Sasha Banks versus Ronda Rousey. Ronda debuted less than a year ago, WrestleMania 34, versus Dreamy Lee and his wife. Won the Raw Women's belt at SummerSlam and has held it for 161 days. Man, Ronda, not even a year into the business. Man, she's been doing amazing, just knocking it out of the park. Like you can see at the start, they choreographed her matches to the move, and as the year has progressed, they've let her do more and more, and she does Raw matches now, and she still maintained her mystique, although she's a weekly character. Man, it's a fucking amazing job, WWE.
I think she's incredible. I know she gets a lot of hate off people. I don't really get it. One of the best rookie years I can ever think of. She's a star. I think she's special. And in 2018, 19, there's not many of them around.
Yeah, I think she's great as far as she's a rookie. A little bit sloppy, but she's legitimate. And what I like the way she moves around the ring.
It's different.
Yeah, and you can tell she's a real fighter. But what this does is it opens the door possibly for more MMA fighters to come in and train properly and succeed. Like, for example, Chael Sonnen.
Oh, man. Actually, he's mates with CM Punk, so...
Or a possible Frank Trigg AJ Styles rematch.
Oh, Christ, I forgot about that.
Speaking of Frank Trigg, he was the homeless referee from the Bellator show this weekend. Time's a cruel mistress.
Steve, how has Sasha's 2018 been? Yeah.
Yeah, God, you can throw in some of 2017 to that as well.
It's been rough.
It's been pretty rough. Ever since her feud with Charlotte ended and she moved into her feud with Bayley.
Holy shit.
Where they turned on each other and then they were friends, and then they turned on each other and then they were friends, and then they went to group therapy. And then they were friends again. And then Sasha told Bayley she had fallen in love with her. And then, much like Booker T's I Know What You Did Last Summer, it was completely dropped the following week. And ever since then, she's just been kind of tagging with Bayley doing nothing. So yeah, it's been a rough year. She needed this.
Horrific booking. I did mark out for the lesbian pollen. Mind games. I also enjoy Big Match Ronda and her scalp cornrows and Nightman cat makeup.
And her White Ranger gear.
Oh, yeah. Ronda whips off the skirt, and it's time for Ronda Rousey's Jocks Watch.
Well, the big question is, did she outdo Asuka, or was she beaten by the Empress of Tomorrow?
There's no way.
I'd say 6.
So, overall, 9 times during this match, which is less than Asuka. So there were 4 times before the bell rang during the course of the match because she was selling her arm like a boss. I think Ronda's mind was absolutely set. So she only adjusted her gear twice during the match. And then after the match, she lapsed again and did it 3 more times. She fell off the wagon. So Asuka is the champion of Jocks Watch for the Royal Rumble 2019.
But do you not think Ronda's Jocks movement is kind of a taunt almost? You know the way she's kind of in the corner and she's hulking up and she's pulling down her jocks? I think it's kind of half like
an angle thing.
Yeah.
Takes off the thing.
Man, I love that. Ronda Rousey.
Oh, boo.
I've been waiting 9 months to break that out, Matthew.
However, lads, not to be outdone, the following night on Raw, Ronda went in to fucking overdrive, taking on Bayley, and she's like, 15 times. 3 times before the bell rang, 4 times during the match, and 8 times in the post-match. So, yes, Asuka's Jocks Watch Championship is a shorter reign than Nakamura's US title.
Because R-Truth beat him 2 nights later on SmackDown. And
then beat Rusev.
You know what they say about almost. It only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Think I can't wrestle? I'll show you guys some wrestling.
Rousey dedicates a suplex to some Smarks who said she can't wrestle, and I'll show you, Smarks. Hilarious. Transitions into an Eddie Guerrero with 3 amigos, which Sasha does sometimes. Split crowd, but majority boos for Rousey. As Sasha wristlocks Ronda, we look at Rousey's futuristic Wolverine wanking claw. It's like got pistons on it.
Kurt Angle is very jealous of these.
I like Sasha focusing on the champ's right arm, but I didn't think these two gel that well together. Like Sasha drops from the top rope and lands on her knees, and Rousey scrambles to cover but doesn't really decide on it.
It's probably the worst spot of the entire match. I have no idea what they were going for there.
Sasha jumps off the rope but stops. No arm drag. A code breaker to the right arm. Not a huge amount of chemistry. Just feels a bit awkward. But despite that, I was really impressed with the story they told. Banks is playing Ronda's game and winning mat-based submission, doggedly attacking Ronda's weak right arm with an almost bow and arrow, and even biting her hand and transitioning into a bank statement. Just fucking thumbs up.
Great stuff there, yeah.
Even dabble in foreshadowing. Early in the match, Ronda almost caught Banks' suicide dive, and second time round, Ronda does, applying a successful armbar on the outside.
Did you like the spot where Ronda was punching Sasha on the outside and Sasha dodged and she elbowed the ring post, which then went fuzzy and was turned off?
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
I was like, only WWE can do a spot like this. I love that.
She hit it, went doo 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 doo.
It's like you have to reboot Windows XP. Get it. Finish of the match, Sasha goes back to the bank statement, even using part of her clothing to strap into Ronda's mouth. Sasha applies a Fujiwara armbar, but Ronda is able to get to her knees, float over, gut-wrench suplex, roll through, picking Sasha up for her swinging fireman's carry, aka the Piper's Pit, and getting the cover 1, 2, 3, and Rousey retains the Raw Women's belt in 14 minutes. Is there a match that Sasha has where she doesn't cry afterwards? Like every time it's Fuck off.
Is Sasha Banks gonna cry? I mean, come on, is that what being a boss is about? Crocodile tears?
What do you think?
I think a very decent, heated 10 minutes, and then it just really picked the fuck up. I think it just got more and more heated. This was different to the Becky versus Asuka match because both of those women were respected and liked by the crowd. There wasn't really a negative. The people that don't like Ronda Rousey do not like her. And the people that love Sasha still love her, even though she's been booked like shiny, as you've said. Because there's like...
Because they might get a date with her, you know?
And it started with Ronda Rousey disrespecting Sasha, disrespecting Sasha Banks' dad, Eddie Guerrero, with the three and it just kept on rising more and more. So it got, again, the action may have not been peanut butter smooth like the Asuka-Becky match, but I enjoyed this more just because of how heated it was and how like people wanted Sasha Banks to win. Because Ronda Rousey, as a character, she is suffering from the WWE. We'll script every word you say and come across like a mannequin. So, yeah, I think people look at Sasha Banks and see a real person, look at Ronda Rousey and see a character. So, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, I didn't think it was quite as good as the first one, just a little bit sloppier. Thank you, Steve. I wanted Ronda to win. Why not give her a really long run with the belt and really make it difficult to win instead of hot-shotting it around all the different women in the division? One thing that I enjoy...
And you're happy that she won?
Yeah, I am happy. I'm happy. I am happy that she won.
Okay.
I am happy she won.
Yeah, loved the last few minutes. Fantastic, especially like the end spot. It was great. The last like 2-3 minutes was fantastic. Did you get the announcers? Did they do this now? They go through all the announcers from all the different countries. What is it? Like we already got the Americans, the Germans, the Spanish, and now we're getting every other nation.
Where's the Irish ones marking out to Becky?
None of us can speak Irish.
Oh, Ganzi.
And our Irish announce team from Ireland, so. Homer Simpson, you fucking animal. There we go, I got that one in.
I mean, there were some ridiculous countries in there. And we don't need to see them because
ridiculous.
When I see them, I mean, I was half expecting like Digi Booty or something to be the next one.
And from Chad.
We don't need to see them because we can't speak their language.
And we're not listening to their feet.
Yes, it's fine. You can have a little picture up at the corner of the screen for the people in
but
Chad.
Steve, look at how cultural the WWE
diverse.
is. Diverse.
We're not racist. Look how many foreigners we have and show once a month. Then they go back in their cage. We're not racist.
Hi,
The
darling.
following is the 30-woman Royal Rumble match.
Ooh, OC, would you be able to kindly inform the fans the rules of the Royal Rumble match?
2 superstars will start in the ring. Every 90 seconds, another superstar will enter. Superstars are eliminated by going over the top rope. Both feet must touch the floor to be eliminated. Winner receives a championship match at WrestleMania 35.
Because it's time for the women's Royal Rumble match. Commentators are Renee Young, Tom Phillips, and Beth Phoenix.
Oh, Jesus.
Number 1, Lacey Evans.
Oh, Jesus.
Who's this clown? The seaman. A former Marine from Georgia. You don't have ex-Marines because you never leave the Marines, although you don't get paid by them anymore. Y'all will witness history. And number 2, Natty Neidhart. Lacey tries the own athletic spot, leg over the back hip, botch. Lacey tries a kip up, botch. Fuck me.
I didn't hear that. I heard Corey Graves, so wow, great athleticism there from Lacey Evans. I'm like, is he being serious?
What a cunt. But, you know, what a correct cunt. She has been called up to TV. I'd say she's been featured in 1 or 2 background segments on Raw and SmackDown over the past month. And this is her in-ring debut. She botches her first 2 spots. Disastrous.
Yes, but she recovers.
And she goes on to live another 30 minutes at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but she does more moves and I don't remember her botching anything else. So I was thinking, if that was me, I'd be shitting it. I just want to leave.
Just throw me out now.
Yeah.
You could have just done a road dog and hugged the turnbuckle for 29 minutes before you got thrown out.
Yeah, how dare you focus on the negatives of someone's wrestling ability? Never get you anywhere. Lacey Evans, I think, is a fine character for the main roster, perhaps more suitable for Raw than NXT. She has a finisher called the Women's Right, which is a forearm. Oh no, I beg your pardon. It's not a forearm. I fucked my line up.
It's a 3-arm.
Got it written in front of me and I fucked it up. 10 seconds of silence. Her finish is the Women's Right, which is a jab. Oh, no, my bad. It's not. It's a forearm. A jab is what you get if you eat one of her photos she posts on... Oh, you fucking idiot.
Jesus Christ.
Cut that.
It's not even that good. It's not even that good. Lacey Evans' finisher is called the Women's Right, which is a jab. Oh, no, I beg your pardon. It's a punch. A jab is what you need after you eat one of the meals she posts on Twitter.
There we go. And when you edit out the
If you fucking followed on Twitter, that would have been great. If it had been a good line, it would have been great as well.
Because Lariat connects. Who's coming next?
Oh my God. Number 3 is Mandy, not Nicolas Cage. Love the portrait photo filter they use. Corey's great fawning over her. Natty does the double sharpshooter, and Lacey taps in a Royal Rumble match for some reason. Just in time for number 4, Liv Morgan of Quiet Riot. She bushwhacker Luke straight back out. You know, if you're useless, they'll give you the spear. There's like a women's version of that, although they do have the spear. They have their own unique women's move, which is the pull the back of the hair down to the mat. And yeah, Lacey pulls Mandy down to the mat. Number 5, Hey Mickey. Mickey James in a cutie Pocahontas dealie. Was about to compliment her on a wrestling, but she completely misses a roundhouse kick and then misses a forearm by a mile. And then Lacey hair pulls her.
Like, I'm a huge fan of Mickey James. I think she doesn't get her due in the wrestling world, but that was stanking.
Just tired to the railroad and drive over her again. Number 6 sees a bad moon rising. Ember Moon, the Sheenom, hoping to forge her legacy and earn a little bit of that munchie. Number 7, Iconics Billie Kay as she hot dogs on the outside, saying she's waiting until her mate Peyton Royce enters at number 9.
Bollocks. No. You can't have this. I take it that there is no rule about going in, but the rules should be that you have to be in the ring before the buzzer goes to 0 and the next person comes out, or else you're done. That's it. Get the fuck out.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Have there been other wrestlers? A Big Boss Man did it in 2000 when he went in, then went out, then went in, went out. But
he's going in though,
I think
so
that's okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, as long as you
like,
as long as you punch your ticket and you come in, like, you know. Yeah. She could have come in, then went out. That's fine.
It's like when you log in at work and then you immediately go for a shit. I'm technically in, lads.
You just come in and you have your paper underneath your arm. Like, see his
wait. Punch my ticket. Cool.
Number 8, Twisted Sister Nikki Cross, aka Poundland Daphne.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
I did think this was Daphne for a good 5 minutes.
Bowling pin spot, a lot of shouting, a lot of forearms, no eliminations. Wait, we get the worst spear in history. Yeah, well done. Nikki cleans house, no heat. Tamina cleans house, no heat. NXT's Xia Li cleans house, no heat. Nikki then Nikki gets the boot. Number 12, other Riot woman, Sarah Logan.
Okay.
Wow. You're really selling this.
I do think it's fair to say at this point, this match was awful. I mean, no names have come into the match yet. There are no spots, really. Everyone comes in and they go right to Ember Moon because she's the only one in the match who can work. And then everybody else hides around the edge and then they do their spot. Someone else comes in, rinse, repeat until Charlotte comes out. It was bad.
The only thing of note that I noticed was Tamina, obviously, has lost her surname, but unlike Andrade, it's for obvious reasons. But now they've called her the Sultress of Savagery. And I'm like, your dad was kind of savage. Oh. I was talking about his in-ring gimmick. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Is there anyone less over than Tamina? Like, she's got this weird kind of heat. It's not like quite X-Pac heat. Kind of awkward, go away heat. You know, we don't want to tell you. We don't want to boo you.
She's not even worth booing.
I know, but it's like, we know who your dad is. It's that kind of...
And he may haunt us while we're driving.
So looking at this, any stars, lads, any stars? Oh, number 13 is Charlotte. In the corner, Lacey does her pendulum kick to exit the Iconics. Big boot to Zaya, and she's out too.
Zaya Lee going out made me kind of sad. I was like,
dirty.
Zaya Lee. I thought that she has a great look. I did like her Mortal Kombat entrance, the AJ Lee fan spot that she did years ago. Obviously nowhere near as good, but and it was a shame that she botched her landing on her feet when she was thrown over someone's shoulders. I was like, God damn it, everything else you did was so good. But, yeah, that's it.
Number 14, Squee! It's Kairi Sane, who won the Mae Young Classic in 2017. Tamina is bundled up and out by Charlotte, who goads Kairi to chop her chest. Jeez, don't tempt fate. Like, you need a time off.
Didn't
when
that happen last time? Yeah.
Busted. Yeah.
Then again, maybe she actually wants it to happen so she can come back and get even more comedy breasts done. Like,
but what if she gets like Luger's elbow and gets titanium put in, like choppers, and he's like, ah!
Oh my God.
Oh, me fucking hand.
Bucket. By the way, Kairi Sane running down to the ring, looking through her scope, the best.
Very cute.
Love it.
Kairi and her incredibly insane elbow, punch, butt, and Logan Schmogan is out. Number 15, Maria Kanellis, when she's not too busy bitching on Twitter.
I love that she's like, everyone is reporting that they put in their resignation, they want to leave, and then she's on Twitter, no, I fucking haven't.
She's always banging on about how things are unfair in WWE, and it's like, oh, would you fuck off, mate?
Seriously though, is she the worst worker in the entire company?
She's not working. It's the first match in how long?
Honestly, her, Lana, Billie Kay, they're all shite. But I think Maria may be the most shit of all.
Did she sign her contract and was like, oh, maternity leave, see you next month?
People have been speculating that was it. It's like, wait, we get free drug thing? And pregnancy money? Oh, great.
Legally can't sack me.
And giddy up spot, and Charlotte spears her. Number 16, Feel the Glow. It's Naomi. Geez, you know who's a star if they get AR graphics? Augmented reality?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
AR, yeah.
What do you think of this in general, this gimmick?
I thought for the most part they were pretty shit. I thought Ember's one was pretty cool. Just a giant moon in the middle of the baseball field. That was pretty awesome.
Coming to destroy the small town before Link can get him. Which coincidentally makes sense because this pay-per-view was 3 days long.
Bunch Mandy's jocks, clobber roundhouse, and push her off the apron. Oh, finally, we get a spot. Sour Mandy gets Naomi up for a last ride for an elimination, but is thwarted, and Naomi gets a Kofi spot.
Yes, she basically did what John Morrison did a couple of years ago, but less awesome. So basically, she was thrown out, her feet didn't hit the ground, a hand walk over to the barricade, very nervously walked along the wall, jumped over to the stairs, popped everyone, and then was immediately thrown out, which popped me. That was great.
Yeah, Mandy playing spoilsport. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, when she was having a really rough time doing the tight walk, I was like, oh, if I was a fan, I was just, I'll push her.
Oh my God.
worth the banning, worth the lifetime ban. Charlotte's big boot eliminates Lacey as number 17, NXT's Candice LeRae. Number 18, Alicia Fox.
Wow.
How does Alicia Fox still have a job? Holy
shit. She's been
shit.
around 11, 12 years?
Oh my
13 years.
Yeah, she was Edge's... she was the person
wedding
that...
planner.
Right, that he cheated on, and then she went to ECW on Sci-Fi to be DJ Gabriel's second in command.
Dancer. Oh my Christ.
Yeah.
Come on, Dumpkopf. I have to get to Stuttgart to see the Kraftwerk.
Idiot.
Alicia Fox, so when she gets on the tour bus, it's like, oh, who's the most senior member on the roster? There you go. Like, okay, WrestleMania singles matches, how many has she had? Duck egg. How many?
Really?
How many tag matches? Duck egg. How many fatal four-ways? Duck egg. How many? All of her matches, there must be at least 10 divas in the match. Seriously, WrestleMania 25 had 25, WrestleMania 26 had 10, WrestleMania 30 had 14, and WrestleMania 32 had 10.
And there's 29 in this one, so yeah, you're right.
There you go. Zero shame on this woman. Okay, Alicia.
Zero shame.
Like, do you not have any pride in your job? Like, and if you've been there for 13 years and they don't trust you to be in a 9-woman tag match.
I will say she has a nice axe kick and a nice
Northern Light suplex.
Yes. And we're done.
Did you have a great front bump and Christian temper tantrum? Did you like that?
This was awkward though, this whole spot with Maria and the hat.
It was embarrassing.
Are they killing time? Are they trying to get...
In a 71-minute match?
It's the tightest 71 minutes on TV today.
Looks like some psychological warfare happening here.
Yeah, we know. Alicia has a real deep emotional attachment to a sequined hat.
Number 19 is Casey Catanzaro, former Ninja Warrior. Oh man, we have to put on a Wrestling is Awesome bit to see that.
Yeah. Wait, did you see Ninja Warrior when it was on Challenge TV?
Yeah, back in the day.
Ninja Warrior!
Fucking awesome.
Right. I watch pretty much every show on WWE. I legit had no idea who this woman was until I had to go back and I thought, yeah, she was the quarterfinalist in the Mae Young Classic. She's had one match on NXT. I'm like, what? Hey, I mean, there's gatekeep and then there's like, yeah, what do you mean you haven't read,
People going, you call yourself a fan.
Right.
You don't watch Mae Young Classic Year 2.
Yeah. Don't remember a year ago? No. But it doesn't matter because I'm definitely not going to forget her after this.
Star.
Oh yeah, really like her forward flip, back flip into head scissors. In general, I hate how WWE's commentators don't call moves, so you never get educated while you're watching wrestling. Catanzaro here, Zorro, will do a twist flourish before a head scissors, and Renee calls it a ho-ho-ho.
That was the only spot in the entire show that made the crowd go like, ooh, awesome.
To be fair, Corey and NXT's Mauro Ranallo do call spots way more than the average, but that's still, not great. Number 20 is Zelina Vega. Corey makes a Street Fighter reference, and Todd says how fitting. Oh, in the Mae Young Classic.
What?
That's it. Number 21, Ruby Riott. Who decided the Riott Squad would get 3 entries? This is like if you're in 99 and it's like, okay, who's getting 3 entries? The Oddities. Fucking hell.
Everyone come to the greatest show.
Zelina hides under the ring, Jerry Lawler style. Riott Squad start dominating, much like the Oddities. Riott eliminates Alicia, then with the help of her goons, hired goons, gives Candice the heave-ho. Then Kyrie joins Davy Jones' locker. Number 22, Dana Brooke.
She did like several moves in a bit sequence with somebody, didn't write down. But I'm like, who's doing those moves? And look, it's Dana Brooke. And she looks like a wrestler.
She looked better than she has in years.
Can I quote to you, Dana Brooke?
Until she picked up Katie Catanzaro and gave her a powerbomb right onto her tailbone. That looked fucking awful.
But yeah, she shouted, Misawa!
There is no difference.
Number 23, NXT's Io Shirai. Number 24, Rhea Ripley. Dana pushes Zorro out to the apron, sweep and kicks her out. But she's not eliminated. We get another Kofi spot.
I think this is the best ever Kofi spot.
Can you explain what happened?
She walked on her hands back to the ring post. She wrapped her legs around the ring post, and then the most amazing thing ever, she just sat up.
Her core strength must be insane.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I would just flop there until I'm tired and just give up and go, no, I'm out.
Try about 6 times. No.
Just get a bed of pancakes. You'll be fine. Yeah.
Pancake is not floor.
What do you think, lads? It was
like reverse
incredible,
yeah. Like fucking amazing.
Oh, you're kidding.
I hope Kofi Kingston's watching this tonight.
Look at this. No way.
She's still in it.
No way.
Stop! Oh my God!
That was awesome.
She follows up with a tilt-a-whirl, but Rhea stops it and dumps her out. Oh, that's a great performance. 10:45 she went. Number 25, hair up, square up with Sonya Deville. Dana's drop kicked out as we see Smarty Pants Vega gloating at her hiding spot under the ring.
Psst, don't tell anybody, but I'm hiding under the ring.
Oh, no, she isn't.
Who peeks out?
Fat Swoggle. Jesus.
Biddly 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 boo, biddly biddly boo, biddly 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 boo, biddly biddly boo.
Is a bit more.
Guys, he's as fat as he is tall. Bless him. He's a cube. I've got him on Facebook, so go on, Dylan.
I don't have any words.
I just want to get a trash can like JBL and smash him.
I love that spot, by the way.
They said that on commentary, by the way. You hear it like, hey, because JBL was obviously there, and saying, oh, here's songs. Do you want me to get a bin for you?
Yes!
Number 26, Alexa Bliss. Huge ovation.
Oh my God. A star in the match. An actual over-star.
Hornswoggle.
She's been out since September, but she's back in Pog form and punches out Sonya. Number 27, Hug Life. It's Bailey.
Huge pop for Bailey. She's so far underneath. She's got one of those pit helmets, the light on it, but the crowd still fucking loves her. They don't give a fuck about 2018. What?
A little angler fish. By the way, very sad to see Ripley go out. She's fantastic. I think she looks like a star. I think she's going to be a star.
Oh, yeah, she's
awesome.
Ridiculously good. And she's 12 years old or something. So fucking well done.
This is the tall lady.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she was good.
That's actually her moniker. They give them the tall lady.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
Number 28, Lana showing her taped ankle. She can't fucking walk.
The cell, lads. Oh my God.
How is she medically cleared to wrestle?
In fairness, it is January. It is Oscar season.
Number 29 is not like most girls. Nia Jax, who attacks a helpless Lana. Please don't injure her. Enjoyed Jax's lazy big boot, which stops EO mid-air. I like that. Oh, she really hurt EO with that.
Who got shoot injured, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she strikes again.
Wait, how weird is that? Lana's walking the ring doing a fake injury. Meanwhile, everyone's looking at her. Oh my God, Lana, you okay?
EO gets tossed out, then Natty.
Refusing to go over the top rope and now whipping Natalya over Natalya.
Number 30 is Carmella. Fucking killer's row here. Jesus. You know the way last year WWE got through the Women's Rumble by needing 20 old divas to come in, and it's like this year you have none of them? What happens? This. Oh, but the crowd flip out. Why? Oh shit! It's you, Stone Cold Steve Spurd.
Hey, very good, Jay. Becky, Captain Becky Lynch.
Nice.
And Beth, with this point of the match, oh my gosh! What the?
It's Becky. She shouts at Funley to give her Lana's spot. Oh, should have slipped him a potato. I know she's packing.
Collusion, by the way.
Can I just say, what is Lana still doing there? And there's 3 or 4 burly men around her. Would they not just pick her up? Get a
Where's
stretcher?
her husband?
Yes.
Get up.
She's been there 10 fucking minutes. She's clearly not going to be able to wrestle.
Probably in the back watching Total Divas.
No, we're not watching that shit. And if she was a horse, she would have been shot by now.
Yeah, Finley eventually sees sense and, just opens her arms and there you go. Enter the ring. I love how Finley has booking power over, he's higher than Vince McMahon.
Deafening in here. Becky Lynch is in the Women's Royal Rumble match.
Becky is in the Rumble. Huge mark-out moment. Incredible. So there are 7 females left. Becky, Nia, Ember, Charlotte, Bliss, Bayley, and Carmella. Christ, there's one winner here. And one runner-up, which is Charlotte. Man, she's got a surprise entrance and doing double duty. That's huge babyface push.
Yeah.
Time to thin out the herd. Bliss denies Ember's grip strength spot by a sweep and push off. Mella moonwalk an X-Pac tribute and helps Bayley eliminate Bliss. Charlotte kicks Mella to the floor. She then kicks Nia, who dumps Bayley out, and the crowd pop. Okay, we're down to 3. Charlotte, Nia, and Becky. Charlotte lifts up Nia. Barely.
She nearly dropped her on her fucking neck.
But her AA has no impact or effect. Charlotte's able to ferry Nia to the apron, and Becky grabs her leg and pulls her out. Holy shit. So it's just Flair and Lynch left. So it's to beat a man, you've got to beat the man. Woo! Becky gets more babyface sympathy as Nia bum rushes her off the steps and injures Becky's knee. It's actually injures the right knee. It injures the left knee.
The pain travels.
Charlotte zeroing in on it immediately.
When she got in the ring, Charlotte's just looking like she'd flipped. She looked like Rattigan at the end of Basil the Great Mouse Detective in the clock tower. I'm like, oh, Charlotte wants this. Charlotte flipped the wig on a weave.
High drama as the Queen misses her test big boot. Becky gets her out to the apron, hits a clothesline. Charlotte flumping to the apron and out.
Charlotte Flair's been eliminated. Becky Lynch is going to WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, Becky Lynch.
Becky did it. Becky did it. Man, oh man.
Becky wins. She's going to Mania to face Ronda. Probably. She is. Wow, what did you think of the Women's Royal Rumble?
Well, when you put it like that and take a gigantic shit all over it, I guess, yeah, you're right. The first half, maybe, 2/3 were just, okay. Last year's, I think, was a success because it was a bit of a novelty because they had all these women return. And it was like, oh, cool, Trish is back, yay. So it was like, okay, going forward, it's going to be really interesting if they do this as 30 women because the roster's not as filled as the men's. And what they're going to do is have Trish come back every year and be like, oh, okay, Trish is back, whatever. And this year, they just brought him back from Mae Young Classic, NXT UK, and filled it out. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's good because then it's getting people looking at them. Admittedly, they didn't do a hell of a lot, but not every Rumble is going to be 2001 or whatever. It's going to be action-packed from start to finish. So we've got Caddy, we've got the Naomi, Mandy Rose spot. Rhea Ripley looked awesome. So yeah, I actually like this. God help me.
It's tough when there's so many Johnny Generic or Jill Generic, Jane Generic wrestlers here that, you look at the stars. Alexa Bliss.
Look at a star.
Look at a star. Charlotte, Becky, Nia. These people who, you know what I mean. Well known, we'll say. And there's not many of them. And okay, it got exciting towards the end. And then don't run at people in the Rumble. Everyone's just running at everyone, getting thrown over the ropes. It's just the same thing. Stop running. Lie down for fuck's sake. Just running at people. So anyway,
Steve, you know all about lying now.
Yeah, last year's was more enjoyable because of their novelty factors. You said, Matthew, but it was okay. The last kind of 10 minutes were good.
You enjoyed Becky?
Yeah,
it was all right.
Okay.
Yeah, I always enjoy Becky.
Okay.
Not as much as Steve does.
There was a point about halfway through this match where I have written down, this match is terrible. There are no spots. There's no booking. There are no names in it. Nothing's happening. But then I'd say the last 15, 20 minutes of this 70-minute long match, they were great. Absolutely changed my mind on it completely. So yeah, even though I was hating it halfway through, by the time I got to the end, I was like, that was really good. So highlights, I thought Rhea Ripley looked great. I thought Charlotte is excellent. I think she's one of the best female workers going. I think she's awesome. Xia Li looked good. I look forward to seeing more of her. Katie Catanzaro is an absolute future star. Green as grass, but hopefully, in a year or two when she gets to work a few more matches, she might be something special. And of course, that finish with Becky coming out, the people lost their shit. She's the most popular wrestler in the world. I never thought I'd say that it's absolutely incredible. And I think WWE got it wrong by putting this in the middle of the show. This should have seen out the show. This would have been the perfect ending, and you wouldn't have had the next match murdered by a dead crowd.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, V1. A lot of stuff to enjoy, but not 71 minutes worth. So,
how does it rank in terms of duration of a Rumble? It's got to be up there, right?
Maybe the 40-man Rumble was a bit longer.
Okay, well then, excluding that one. I mean, this
and
that one. It's got to be up there.
Holy!
I hadn't thought about that actually. What's the longest Rumble in terms of times? I think they're usually that long. This doesn't feel that long to me, honestly. I wasn't thinking about that. But in terms of match quality, what do you think it ranked in the Rumbles? Like, I think it's around the 2009 era as being...
That's the one that Orton won, isn't it? That's like my least favorite Rumble ever.
Wait, yeah, let me have a think.
It's not that
2013 one where it was... Oh, fuck it, just cut that bit.
Del Rio.
Let's just go nowhere. Good. Nah, I go, hey, did it say
Rio, Sheamus.
I hate the Rumble.
And that closes the first half of the show because it's time for your Ad Break Questionarium.
Oh, hi, Goku.
Oh, what bar is Dragon Ball Z?
We're back with WCW. Goldberg's in trouble. Ming to the throat. Back he goes to the turnbuckle. Into the gut. But Goldberg rebounds with a headbutt. Ming on the outside. Ming gets a chair. Goldberg gets a chair. This could get ugly. They're gonna eat pizza.
Little Caesars WCW meal. Get a free WCW motion card when you order 2 medium pizzas for just $9.99. Collect all 4.
Pizza.
I'll trade you these 3 for a Goldberg. Nope.
Hey, I'm Goku. What bar? What bar is Dragon Ball Z?
Bye, Goku. Before the break, I asked, what bar is Dragon Ball Z? The answer is what bar? Shout out Lewis Sawyer and his Dragon Ball Z fan movie, Invasion of Tradick. Invasion of Tradick. Couldn't even get through that. Mine's a pint.
Wait a minute! Daniel Bryan with a low blow? Something just snapped in Daniel Bryan.
I am creating a brave new world. You have somebody to show you the way. The new Daniel Bryan!
And we're back. Our next contest is for the SmackDown World title. It's the champion Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. It's like, Daniel Bryan. Moses came back to life, stood on Mount Sinai, grasping the 10 Commandments and said, "Yay, dry your eyes. Although Bret Hart has retired, the second coming of the Hitman is upon us." And his name is Daniel Bryan.
The new Daniel Bryan.
Oh my God, Steve, tell me about the new Daniel Bryan.
It's the greatest. This is the most beloved wrestler of the last 15 years. People have turned on WrestleManias, on Royal Rumbles, on the biggest baby faces in the business because they want this guy. And he's so fucking good that he can overcome it all and get people to boo the shit out of him because he's a righteous, earth-loving, vegan, pro-earthling. Oh, he's just the best. I love it. I love the gimmick. I love his promos. I love his matches. I love everything about it. He's the best thing on wrestling TV.
They're choking down these toxic nitrates and chemicals the same way that they cheer AJ Styles.
Daniel Bryan, the champion of Earth. Like,
Captain Planet.
It's like, hey AJ, what shape is that Earth? So Daniel Bryan turned heel with a low blow at the SmackDown before the Survivor Series to win the WWE title. How has AJ Styles' year been?
Sore groin.
Oh man, feuding with the Knacker, feuding with Samoa Joe.
The clue's his name, really.
And his current storyline is like Vince is like, I'm your employer, impress me. And it's like, who would want...
We need the old AJ back.
Who wants AJ Styles to be Employee of the Month? Like that's good for him, but
Yeah, he's had a pretty poor year, which is a shame because he's so fucking great. Like, his promos are better than I ever thought they were going to be. His match quality isn't as good as it was 10 fucking years ago, but it's still one of the best in the world, you know?
AJ versus Daniel Bryan. Is this their first time? I was like, actually, check this up. Like, apart from like ROH Dissension,
Smellless.
In 2006, AJ and Bryan never crossed paths since until last year. So that's 12 years in the peak of both men's careers that they haven't touched.
It's very sad.
Yeah. It's just weird. They've just both been in different companies. AJ going to TNA and then New Japan and eventually making WWE while Bryan is out. So haven't really had the opportunity until now. So completely fresh feud. Awesome. AJ Styles in X-Pac, lime green and black. Oh. Bryan punches AJ and the ref just looks on. Nothing. No disagreement with that. I was like, when did wrestling lose? Refs giving out about punches. A closed fist.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, because that's just one way of getting heat, and it's absolutely gone. Because now just everyone throws punches, you know?
Yeah, but what about, say, the New Year's baby finisher? What's it called? The WMD?
Oh, Big Show.
Yeah. That has to be a closed fist punch, no?
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, so it's not illegal now.
You just go...
It's stupid.
Shit, not again.
The Planet's champion dismantles AJ's offense by working on AJ's left shoulder and arm, taking away the phenomenal forearm. Bryan, after an unsuccessful short arm scissors, stone-faced stares at the ref counting him and gives us a lovely Easter egg saying, I have till 5.
Yeah. Been waiting for him to bring it back for years, and now's the perfect time.
AJ's nose is bloodied. I was thinking, thank God this isn't a title match so they don't stop it and like blow AJ's nose.
Hold your back,
AJ performs a dragon screw. Bryan retaliates with a dragon suplex.
Oh, right onto the back of his head. Looked nasty. Like, it looked awesome, but, you know, I wouldn't want to take that bump.
I mean, he hit him so hard that he went, actually, it is a sphere.
I just love how mat-based this is. AJ is fighting Bryan's game. The champ gets his knees up to counter a spring forward 450, and he's like, oh, my knees are already there. Let's get to work. And he transitions, trapping AJ's arm and applies a label lock because he's no longer naming it for the fans in the yes lock. It's the way to get heat.
It's brilliant.
Without even doing anything.
He's on a different level. He thinks and he works out how to work the fans to get what he wants out of them. It's brilliant.
And he does a bit of character work when he locks in the label lock. He'll just start tearing at AJ's face, pulling it back. And it's like, fucking, that is awesome, mate. Oh, AJ counters with a calf crusher, but to a vegan, that hurts even more.
Okay, that's great. That's the line of the night so far.
AJ jumps for a phenomenal forearm, but Bryan kicks his injured left arm, clipping his wing. AJ can't jump to the top rope, so he uses his feet to bounce up. Awesome.
Right.
No avail as the goat swats him with a kick. Once you were vegan, now you'll be gone. Pele kicked to Bryan, and that signals the finish of the match. Eric Rowan comes out to deflate the crowd.
Oh my God. The fucking vintner.
Inadvertent ghetto blaster to the ref, Styles clash, and Eric Rowan gets the claw on AJ for a choke slam. Bryan picks up the scraps 1, 2, 3 after 24.5 minutes. The new Daniel Bryan is saddled with the new Eric Rowan. What did you think, Matt?
You put it so succulently. I mean, you could read the phone book and make it sound interesting. God bless you. But I was bored watching this match because it was following a rumble. There should have been anything here. There should have been Pitbull playing rather than have this 25-minute fucking match classic.
Pitbull Gary or Pitbull Anto?
Yes.
The living.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, it would be. Yeah. There were.
Gary! Red light, green light.
So I'm not ready to go.
Oh, yes.
Right. So I'm sure if I go back and watch this match, I'll be like, wow, what a great match with a crowd that is a bit spent, to say the least. But yeah, technically fine, but I didn't care.
I never thought I'd say this, but I agree with everything Matthew just said.
Can we just cut that bit out and sample it?
Yeah, perhaps hour 4 of a 7-hour pay-per-view is not the best time for a match like this.
It's hour 9 of a 7-hour pay-per-view.
Even if it was match 1, I still don't think it was a great match. It wasn't very exciting. Okay, the last few minutes, they had interference. Like, they had to bring out the Eric Rowan to try and get the crowd into this.
The Eric Rowan. Especially because he had his street clothes on and his Ailstorm shirt. So it's like, who is that? Is that just some guy? Oh, it's Eric Rowan.
So,
so yeah, it's a thumbs down from me.
Oh, no.
Everything in this match is something that I love. Like Daniel Bryan changing how he wrestles to a more like Ring of Honor mat-based match, minus the retina being blown out of his eyes, which is nice. His cowardly heel gimmick of running away and getting heat. AJ selling the arm, not being able to hit his flying forearm was awesome. There was one spot which is taken right from MMA and dub. It was the double.
Steve Rasser.
It was the double underhook where he flipped him over and went right into the armbar.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Are you watching my matches?"
It's the only explanation.
Come on, mate. Were you over at Ook's place? Copying things off his hard drive. But yeah, like so many things that I should like, but I didn't care. The crowd were dead. I was bored. I couldn't get into it at all. And then just big, dirty fuck you is when Eric Rowan comes out after 25 minutes and they don't even give us a finish. It's a thumbs down from me. I can't believe I'm saying thumbs down to Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. I feel dirty saying it, but I'd be lying if I said that I thought this match was good.
Personally, I highly enjoyed this match. Very much a first bout of a series, but I was in love with it and they easily could have gone another 10-20 minutes. I was really disheartened to hear the crowd were dead after Becky's big moment, but it's expected. This is the death spot piss break time period. But I just wanted to get satisfied by Daniel Bryan and he satisfied me. One of the things I love is Daniel Bryan was giving out about the leather made to use his WWE championship, and he's like, a cow died to make this belt, and I've named her Daisy.
How great was that? And the crowd were unforgiven at that point. Thank you, Daisy. Staring through them. And then obviously to skip ahead to the SmackDown, he pinned the title, like fucking Medusa, and the crowd went, bye-bye, Daisy. Fucking vibe.
It was amazing.
And what did they unveil? Main event of SmackDown. What did Daniel Bryan and Rowan?
They unveiled the hemp title.
The hempyweight title?
The hempyweight.
Someone online said he could be biodiesel.
To his Shawn Michaels, yeah.
But what about Eric Rowan's new Titantron, where the
holy shit
in his name has been replaced with the recycle symbol.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah.
One thing I can honestly say I never thought I'd say about Rowan is that he's good for the environment in the future. But if Daniel Bryan's claiming it to be true, it must be.
Next up is the Raw World title. Finn Balor challenging Brock Lesnar. Brock's opponent was supposed to be Braun, because we didn't get enough of that at Crown Jewel. Strong contender for worst match of the year, apparently. I didn't watch it. But that's
protesting.
Yes.
But I did hear about it. And I've formed an opinion.
But Braun chased Baron Corbin into McMahon's limo, tore the door off to get to him, but Vince flipped out and cancelled Braun's match. Ergo, concordantly, vis-a-vis, a fatal four-way was held to determine a new challenger, Nyan Cena, taking a coup de grace and clean 3 from Finn Balor. So Mr. Devitt gets his first crack at the monster. Man, a legit first-time pairing between these two.
Obviously, Finn Balor has zero chance of beating Brock Lesnar. We all know that. But WWE did a pretty good job of making you believe. The build-up was pretty decent and made Finn look fucking strong.
I mean, I couldn't be the only person that was wanting Finn to win just so we could all go, because God knows they've referenced it enough times on commentary. It was like David versus Goliath, only this time
David wins.
Thank you. And we had just as much chemistry as I thought we would.
Balor, no demon gimmick. He dropped it because he said it's too much of a crutch for him. That and his opponent started sandbagging it. It's like in reality where it's like, oh, you're wearing face paint. Okay. I was thinking when he gets the demon gimmick on, he paints his nose black like a puppy. And maybe that's just not a great look. Like, and he has the little kind of floppy ear thing going on. I was like, I'd love to see Brock Lesnar just poof,
the bad man punted Baxter.
You know what Balor actually needed here? Pumpkin face.
Oh
my God.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Didn't happen?
Retcon.
I'm gonna get you, female.
Balor with his red jocks, black wrist tape, and mostly white boots looks like such a fucking indie jobber. Like, it's like, what are you wearing? Oh, whatever was on sale.
Carolina marked out seeing this because every time Balor's music comes on, she just comes fucking running. She was like, he's dressed in the Polish flag colors just for me. I was like, yes, he is.
And we know somebody who knows Polish here. So what did you say?
I said Yekshimesh.
Balor kicks off hot, Pearl Harboring Lesnar with a double missile dropkick and starts doing his cleaning house routine. Brock puts a stop to it with a Bimmy to Jimmy suplex. On the outside, Devitt shimmies down from Brock's shoulder and pushes him, so Brock hits the announcer's desk right in the diverticulitis.
Great spot, by the way.
And again, Brock sells it hard, wincing in pain and eventually failing to German Balor. F5? No! Finney counters into a swinging DDT. Balor hits a big-time plancha, not once, not twice, but thrice. Coup de grace, but only a 2 count, and Brock, like a mantis shrimp, pounces and locks in a Kimura. And Balor taps! Shockingly abrupt finish, 8.5 minute. Short stop and a sudden drop. Kudos avoiding the typical Suplex City bullshit booking they've done for the last 4 years. So thumbs up for me. What do you think?
Oh, easy thumbs up. I mean, they did a good job of lowering expectations there. And I beg your pardon, go ahead.
No. I was.
What do you mean go ahead? You're doing this?
No, I was doing a thumbs up.
At him?
No, I was like, yeah.
Okay, we'll start that again.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's an easy thumbs up from me. Brock had his working boots on for the. Fuck off, Jay.
Sorry, Matthew. Go ahead.
You keep saying it.
I'm sorry.
You gotta do it again.
Sorry. It didn't.
He just away from Matthew. Could you just lean forward a bit more?
Thumbs up. It's an easy thumbs up for me. Brock had his working boots on, which makes a nice change. They did everything they could to underplay Finn Balor's chances, which I think helped him. I mean, they showed the tail of the tape multiple times and reminded us that Brock Lesnar is big.
Beef.
And Finn Balor is far away. And I was, again, I'm an old, cynical, creepy-looking guy, but I'm overanalyzing the fuck out of this like it's fucking Citizen Kane. But I still love it when it's like this, because even though I'm going, Finn's not winning, that doesn't make any sense. When Finn was beating the shit out of him, I'm like, he might win. So I'm getting excited. I haven't got any issues with Renee up until this point. I think Finn Balor's going to win the match and the title. I'm like, oh, fuck. Finn Balor should have heard this because she yelled it loud enough. I probably just screwed off the top rope and gone, oh, fuck it then. Just let Brock pin him because it was obviously wasn't winning after that. So.
That's like Vince. And he's got him. 1, 2, ah.
Yeah, kiss of death there, pal. So, loved it until that point. Bye, Renee.
Ook, what'd you think, mate? Finney on the wing. Did he do it for you?
Finney, yes. It's like Goldberg Lesnar at Mania 33.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was the perfect remedy to the previous match. As far as I couldn't imagine a Suplex City match. Imagine 20 minutes of that. Oh my God. It wasn't. Now, there was 3 suplexes after the bell. You could put up with that. There was a chance. You never know. He could. And that's the thing with Lesnar. There is always a chance he's going to be beaten because he might just, I'm done.
Yeah, he's quite moody, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's always got one foot out the door.
Yeah.
He's great. He's like the smartest businessman going today.
Exactly. So there's always a chance that somebody can beat him. So yeah, I really, really, really liked it.
Oh, well.
I loved this match. Oh my God, I absolutely loved it. This was short. It was intense. I thought it made Finn look awesome. He hasn't looked this good in years. Jesus. And even though we all knew he had no chance of winning, he made everyone bite. It's very rare that someone comes out of a loss higher on the totem pole that when they went in. And I think this is one of those cases. Yeah, fucking loved it. My personal favourite match of the night.
Yeah, I loved it as well. And, geez, that's that. Yeah, enjoy your time off, Brock. You know, see you. Maybe will you show up before Mania? Hopefully, one show. Yeah,
you won't be there at the chamber, but maybe first roadblock or end of the road or whatever the fuck it's called.
Stop our little chair.
Yield.
Welcome, Bray.
There's not 2 pay-per-views before Mania.
There is.
Fuck.
It's your main event, the men's Royal Rumble match with Jerry Lawler and JBL on commentary.
Jeez, he brought out the big guns for this one, didn't he?
Number 1 is already here. If you're ready to walk with Elias.
Here we go. So right now, I need you all to silence your cell phones and hold your applause until after I am finished.
What?
Number 2, oh my god.
It's the fartiest song I've ever heard.
Fucking mid-90s Jeff Jarrett shows up.
Yeah.
Ain't he great? Mid-90s theme as well. His outfit, not the most flattering, you know?
No, like what? What's going on?
He looks
he
like
has to eat a bit of humble pie coming back. That's
yes, to stop eating humble pie.
He ate plenty of humble pie.
Tonight, you want to sing with Elias. You want to do a duet with Elias.
What? Guys, that's a great idea. It really is.
Yeah, looking a little thick. He's the WrestleCon shape.
Lads, this is our boy. Is Double J, you know,
yeah,
a solid.
It was double X. Double X. Ha-ha.
Is he a solid botcha boy, is he?
Jeff Jarrett, I will always defend, well, maybe not now because I've insulted them the fuck out of him, but I'll always defend because the reviewers that would be in the early mid-2000s that were like, you know, fuck you, Hulk Hogan, looking at 1992 reviews, you politicking, yeah, like revenge of the Smarks and all this, until now, have always shit on Jeff Jarrett, but they always like, I hate Jeff Jarrett, but this was a really good match. I hate Jeff Jarrett, but yeah, what great chemistry. He's fucking great in the ring, and has been for years. He's, whatever his character in the ring or out the ring has been questionable, yeah, but he's been very, very good.
And he's got amazing punches. Like, holy shit.
Oh my God.
Because he's Memphis made. They've all got great punches.
It's so good. Like, he puts everyone on the roster to shame.
Well, you mentioned Lawler. I hope he's good at punching. That's all he fucking does.
When your punch is that good, that's all you need.
Sorry.
He's got the punch off the bottom rope, the punch off the middle rope, the punch off the top rope.
Whoa!
The top rope. Oh, that's the WrestleMania.
Hilariously, Elias calls Jeff a future Hall of Famer. He went in last year. They hot dog for about 5 minutes, but the bell
hot dogs, Jarrett down.
But the bell hasn't rung yet. Elias never draws a dime, guitar shot, and dumps Double J out.
I marked the fuck out when I saw him come out.
Yep.
Marked the fuck out when I saw him punch. Marked the fuck out when I saw him do anything. It was great.
Shinsuke Nakamura knocking off Rusev earlier tonight on the Royal Rumble.
Number 3 is the Knacker, not coming out with his new belt. For shame, mate. I fucking love his remix of his song as well. It has a different structure in Japanese lyrics, so fans can't sing along with it. Awesome.
Except there was one big smelly mark in the crowd who had learned the words, and he was like screaming them at the top of his lungs.
What was it like? You're not doing
No. Elias does Taker's old school, literally walking with Elias. Man, keep this, mate. Maybe drop the shit arm drag, though. Number 5 is New Day's Big E, complete with chucking out those rubbery pancakes he kept beside his smelly dick.
I thought they were done. I thought they were done with the pancake gimmick.
What else? Why are they still around? What's it been, like 6 years?
It's been a while.
Because they make sorry, you singing?
Yeah, a bit of Stained, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Because they make money and they pushed hard the New Day cereal, like Bootios, so they're encouraging kids to eat their ass. So the only reason I can assume that they're doing the pancake gimmick is they really want this fucking pancake deal.
Yeah.
Kurt hits a German.
Volta was there.
A suplex, not the people.
Oh, sorry.
Then an Olympic slam. That's all your spots. Nakamura capitalizes on Kurt running into the post, gets a look at Angle's wanking claw, and knees Angle out. I was like, oh, it's a really short stint.
That was very sad, lads.
The scab behind this is that Kurt Angle took Zack Ryder's spot, entering when he entered and exiting when he exited. So he's literally slotted into his spot in the Rumble, which is why he did nothing and was out quickly. So they just thought Angle will get a bigger pop, and that's it.
We can't be bothered to rebook what Ryder was going to do.
Yeah. Number 6 is Johnny Gargano. Damn, he just missed Kurt Angle. But nay bother, nobody bumps for this dwarf.
Oh my God, what was the story? Big E, you cunt.
Yeah. Although we do get the OOC spot. He jumps off the second rope, the most dangerous rope, and Samoa Joe, none of it, just walks away.
Nice.
Big fan?
Yeah, I can't say I invented it, though. It kind of was. I got it from Joe.
Oh, right. It's like Tomb Raider, and then Uncharted stole from Tomb Raider, and now Tomb Raider stole from Uncharted.
Yeah, it's the same. Exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. So you're Uncharted.
Yeah, I'll take that.
It's 2019 Golden Nugger Roydie Magoo winner Jinder Mahal.
You-hoo-hoo. I want to be Roydie Magoo-hoo-hoo.
He's bundled to the apron and Gargano kicks him out. Sweet payday, Braharaja.
That is handy, isn't it? Like, just go in. Get out. Brilliant. And then go back to Vince and just pay me.
There you go. Cunt Big E brought pancakes into the ring. There's a spot on them, but there's no time to clean it. So they're just fucking dirty in the ring now. Actually, no. Samoa Joe comes out and they look at him. And when they go back to the ring, they've actually got most of the pancake out. So, thumbs up.
Good job.
Yeah. WWE production. Yeah. You just see him on the ground.
Like fucking Kirby.
Number 9 is 256 match losing streak Kurt Hawkins. I was like, at least you have a job, unlike Trent Beretta.
Yes, where is Trent Beretta? Where is he, Matthew? You probably know.
He's the tossing and turning between him, New Japan and AEW. According to
Dave Meltzer says.
Davo Meltzerio is Mexican newsletter.
Hawkins gets a chant for 4 seconds and then immediately taps to a Kikina clutch. Number 10, burn it down. It's Seth Rollins, the odds-on favourite. Fun spot as Elias tries to evade elimination by holding onto the outer ring post, but Seth calculates it and he's and slaps him off. And that was great. Number 11, hundreds of dollars.
Jay, you got to stop exaggerating.
It's Titus Worldwide. Cole instantly references his botch at the Saudi show. He even got a mean-spirited commemorative t-shirt saying rumble, stumble, or slide. He does, pretty good job saying, haha, I'm not going to fall down this time. He sees Curtis, who is under the ring, and chases him under and into the ring, but gets low-bridged out. That's okay, though. Curtis joins him.
2 absolute jobbers.
Number 12 is New Day's Kofi Kingston in his 12th Royal Rumble, which is both simultaneously impressive and incredibly depressing.
Kofi Kingston had a chance for Kofi Kingston because the New Day always big him up because they always go, what happens if it's you 3 in the ring? And they go, we'll help Kofi Kingston win.
Oh, that's nice. That's lovely, though. Yeah, he's just not in a title match, like an important title match at the Rumble, so he's always free, but still way behind the winner of most Rumble appearances with your boy, Kane's knee at 19.
Holy shit. 19?
Yeah.
What? That's fucking
incredible.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's like, he's missed like one.
The 32 Rumbles since started, what? 8
yeah,
years?
well, one.
As soon as...
Hold on, no, I mean... I mean, since he's fucking debuted.
Number 13 is Mustafa Ali in his Sub-Zero Iron Man suit. He has the highlight of his career, mocking Shinsuke, and what's more, dropkicking and eliminating him. I was like, oh, knacker, he could be seriously injured. He fell off Brett's rope.
Oh, the most dangerous.
Number 14. It's Perry. No, it's It's Dean Ambrose. Oh, looks way better with his big roidy build and shorn haircut. The fuck happened to his push? He only came back a couple of months ago.
Did you see his match with, was it at TLC?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. They shit the bed. They had a blood feud, lads. A blood feud based around a fallen brother. And they go out there and they do wrestling moves. Shit it. Oh my God.
I hate you so much. I'm going to give you a reverse chin lock. It turns out can't miss, can miss very easily. I used to love Ambrose, and no wonder he's allegedly putting his release. Or maybe not. Maybe we're being worked. I don't know.
Absolutely don't believe it. Maybe I'm going to, I'm totally wrong.
Steve, say both things and I'll splice the correct one.
Oh, you genius. Yeah, do that.
Yeah, it's really sad. They've misused him so much. Best of luck. I don't fucking believe this, lads. Big bang of work off this.
Mark your words, Steve. Oh, dude. Oh,
I learned so much from you, Jay.
Using leukemia for heat as well is fucking hell. Like, oh, yeah, it's answering to the man upstairs. Oh, fuck off.
Because, yeah, it went from, I fucking hate you, I'm going to rip your guts out, to, you people smell. Ew.
I need my shots.
Smelly pee.
Should he come out and call them smelly marks?
Yes.
You people are all smelly marks. That's right. Smelly marks.
Oh, man, he shot to the moon right there. Oh, my God. Ambrose kicks Kofi off the apron. Oh, it's time for Kofi's Kofi spot. He rests one foot on the apron LED board and starts rolling towards freedom. Freedom being the stairs and back in. Least impressive of the three, you think?
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, give it a few minutes, Jay.
Gargano eats dirty deeds and dumps out cheap.
More than halfway.
Number 15. I never expected this. It's No Way Jose, complete with Adam Rose's rosebuds. Crowd still tolerating this fucking gimmick. Not Joe, though, who clotheslines him straight back out, but it's redeemed as...
Just wondering, no way, did the wizard ever get back to you about that brain? Was there an over-under on that prop bet? He doesn't care.
Oh, see, this was for you, I think.
Which?
No Way Jose comes out with a song playing, comes in, gets knocked out, and his song starts playing again?
Yeah.
The fucking Taz fault? Did you not mark out Harton?
No, because it's just the rosebuds, as you say.
But oh, yeah.
Very good, Jim. Very good.
Number 16, Big Drew McIntyre, the Scottish psychopath who kayfabe injured Cena a couple of weeks back. He beats up Jose's jobbers, but not the woman. Where's the equality? Dude's fucking jacked. Much better wrestler than he was in his initial Chosen One gimmick in 2007. Imagine if this Drew McIntyre showed up in 2007. Like, holy shit. Number 17 is Xavier Woods, who helps Kofi with a second Kofi spot. Matt, do you want to call this?
Oh, if I have to. Kofi was punched off by Drew. Xavier caught him, like Earthworm Jim with the giant marshmallow with Petey Putney coming out. But no! I guess the idea was to put him in that, I don't even know what you call this.
Wheelbarrow duck arse.
Thank you, Jay.
That's the technical term.
Yeah.
The wheelbarrow duck arse.
And he just kind of waddles.
He did that, but not before giving him, the Yokozuna earthquake butt splash, which I'm sure was probably intentional. Or maybe signs were getting an Xavier Woods healed. No, he just dropped on him.
And did he give out to you for, that's not a botch?
I said, because people obviously saw this and went, well, this looks a bit over convoluted, and we watch Lucha Libre, so we think this is a botch. And I said, well, I think it's all right. Xavier Woods saw it and goes, yes, see, listen to Matthew.
Wheelbarrow duckers plodding him to safety, and both get clotheslined out for their trouble. It's like, do your spots and leave. Very efficient.
Didn't that happen every single time in both Rumbles? Naomi did her spot, Mandy Rose threw her off right away. Casey Catanzaro did her spot, Rhea Ripley dumped her out right away, and then these lads do their spot and Drew dumps them out straight away.
Yeah, so I think what we're saying is that other people do the Kofi Kingston spot better than Kofi Kingston now. He's been replaced in the spot that has his name in it.
Poor guy.
Make him stone. Oh, trouble in paradise. Orton's down. Orton's down. Kingston eliminated the Viper. Gonna do it. He's gonna do it. SOS. Kofi. Oh, kick out by Bryan. Bryan back up. Knee to the face. And Bryan retains his title.
Number 18, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, 617-day UK champion. How many defenses? Roughly one a month. The least possible, but only Shinsuke, the evil Japanese, gets heat for that. He gets such Rumble booking where you enter, hit your signature moves, run wild, eliminate no one.
Yeah, everybody did this.
Oh my God.
This was it. Come in, do your move, pretend to be dead.
Eliminate no one. Number 19, Piccolo. It's Andrade. No more names, just Andrade. Oh man, he should be paying those open mouth marks. Like when the crowd see him and Pete Dunne go out, they're like, with the cat and wiping his eyes. Holy shit. Number 20, Apollo. Oh, grandma's, she's the only one clapping. It's amazing. Holy shit.
This poor guy.
Oh my God. Pete Dunne booking, signature moves, no elimination. But he only gets like 3 moves in, so he doesn't actually get the clean house. Number 21. Oh, it's... Just dry ice everywhere. So what the fuck?
This guy looks like a star, lads.
No, I disagree.
Really?
Too skinny. Sorry.
Mr. Black.
You don't like Mr. Black?
He's too skinny. His arms are too skinny. He needs to go on the roids. He does.
He needs what?
He needs to go on the roids.
I thought it was really cool to see him. Hits a down and low kick and then up high punch.
Nice.
Forward high kick and Ambrose comedy bumps up and over. Whoa.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It was like, are you leaving the company? This is a leaving the company bump. He take like it's a comedy Shawn Michaels thing,
It rolled all the way out, packing his bag on the way.
Number 22, El Benji.
Plenty is going to stop me. No.
Even the commentators saying, ooh, he hasn't had a good year. So you need to have a good Rumble, and he didn't have a good Rumble. Ooh, it's not looking good.
So I do believe he appeared on the New Year's edition of SmackDown, and he cut this quick little promo saying like, yeah, it's been rough, but this year is going to be great. I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he hasn't been seen since. And then he comes out and this is it.
He's like, it's been rough, sleeping rough. One sleeping bag I've got. And he said, oh, by the way, when I make the Royal Rumble, can you tell Michael Cole not to get me mixed up with the other black athletic guy who's not being pushed?
Fuck.
Look at man. Oh, right hand. Or was that? That was Apollo. Apollo Crews eliminated.
Oh, I did like his nice step-up knee to Samoa Joe's face, leaving Joey Samoa prone to be dumped out by Ali. And sad face. Number 23, Bouncer Baron Corbin. Get that fucking waistcoat off, mate. Fucking hell.
Is this the first time that you've gotten to talk about Baron Corbin?
Oh my God. He just looks like a barman. Like, he looks like he should be collecting empty glasses at Fibbers.
Yeah, absolutely.
The fucking cut of him.
Speaking of rough years, it's like for someone who's gotten such a prominent and massive push, it's been abysmal for you.
He gets like 6 segments every Raw.
Yeah.
Big closed fist eliminates an airborne Apollo. Number 24. It's getting very farty.
Everything's better when it's farty.
It's Jeff Hardy, scaly, pink, shiny top, looking like a delicious tropical fish. He Pete Dunne's it, running wild but eliminating no one.
That old English style. Oh my! Stephen Casey, Tony.
Black and Dunn awesome. That jumping knee that Black got done with, fucking beautiful. And and then they do the whole finger gimmick, which I hate, by the way. If your finger's broken, you are going to Sin Cara this, and you are done, mate. This match is over.
He finger banged him. Do the sound effect. Thank you. And then he unfinger banged him. And then whilst he was going to make it, he says, "Who needs steroids now, fucker?" For some reason.
However, I did like the spot where after he had his finger broken, he did the whole thing and then he put his finger back into place. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool, mate. Steve, I think you're off on this one, mate. I think Black's a star. Yeah.
I'm on your side. I'm not having him.
You're not having him.
He's no boy of mine. Like
no. That boy is mine.
Oh, there goes Aleister Black. Oh, and Pete Dunne. And they make room for number 25. Who's that jumping off the boat? It's Oro.
It's New Jack.
Hep C for everyone. Hep A, Hep B, Hep D, all the hepatitis,
Hepatitis.
It's Oro and Mastrio. It's like 2014, come out number 30, get booed on your big return. And it's like, what's happening this year? It's like, okay, all of the jobbers are getting the Pete Dunne gimmick of come in, clean house and eliminate no one. He doesn't even get that. He comes in and gets battered.
Vince loves beating the shite out of this fella.
All I can think of is like he must have got a great contract. It's like, oh, you're gonna pay for it. Bezo Corbo is gonna beat you up.
At least he's not wearing his baggy pants. I like that he's wearing the
WCW.
Yeah, like dropping that, like 30 pounds of beef. He looks better than he's looked since he came to the WWE.
What's this beef gimmick?
Oh my God. There was a promo on the Raw 2 weeks before this show, and Vince is talking to Finn saying, "You're really good. You're very talented. The people love you. But look at Brock. Look at Corbin. Look at Lashley. They have the mass. They have beef. And you don't have beef. But they have beef." It's fucking great.
Yeah. It was Vince McMahon playing the role of Vince McMahon.
It's Vince McMahon playing the role of OC. By the sounds of it. Holy shit. We all know it. You could be the next Gary Strider.
So yes, that's why beef is getting over.
Excellent.
There's a lot of beef out here. You've got it all, except against Brock Lesnar. Against all this beef.
Number 26 is the almighty Billy Lindsay, bringing his hype man 205's Leo Rush, big head of steam, low bridge, and Lashers eliminated in comedy timing 13 seconds.
What was that about?
They didn't show replay of this, which is always a good sign for me. Rollins held the ropes open, and then Lashley went on the apron and then paused. And I think Rollins expected him to go all the way out, so he didn't do anything. So Lashley just let go.
Lashley trying to hang on. And he's going through there. Watch out, Lashley.
There you go, Rollins. 13 minutes you can rest for.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He hasn't even in for that long. He came in at like number 10, and he's done nothing.
Yeah, 0 spots.
He hid in the corner. He road dogged.
Yeah.
Number 27 is Braun. He comes out. He doesn't bring the Saudi trophy with him. It's like,
Oh, that hasn't been seen in a while.
Will you not have a...
Didn't it burst into a million pieces when like someone like walked by it?
Yes.
Didn't he get like a nice, not a corsage, flowers? Maybe a ceremonial dish?
I think he may have gotten flowers. Yes.
Bit of that? No? Nothing. Unbelievable.
Well, bring around the flowers.
Yeah.
They're long dead.
Are they not just like black goo by this point?
Just bring around the beaker with the goo, yeah.
They've just broken down into carbon at this point.
I won this goo.
He cleans house of Corbin, Benjamin, and Jardy.
This guy, Braun, has had maybe the second saddest year after
absolutely.
Nakamura.
It's a shame. Such a shame.
They had so many chances. Just pull the trigger, put a title on him, have him win. If it doesn't work, it's grand. You can take the belt off him. You don't have to have someone just batter him and beat him. He can go in injured. Something can happen. But, the fact that you held off for so long means that's it. He has been placed. He's made card now. I just don't think there's any hope.
That's the thing, though. If you it doesn't matter how badly you smash someone into the ground. If you give them 6 weeks of great booking, the fans are already willing to forget it, and he's hot as shit again. So it's fine. He's just a couple of weeks away from being on top again. Like Finn Balor, everyone believed
Becky.
Becky, yeah. Number 28 is Dirk Diggler. Dolph Ziggler. What a surprise.
God.
Isn't it hilarious how just the mention of his name has all of us going,
He promised he'd leave.
fuck off, Dolph. Seriously, mate.
Yeah.
Sick of you.
Didn't he just do this thing a couple of months ago?
Last year.
Yeah.
In fact, much mirror images. Last year he won the US title, vacated it, didn't say why, just came back to the Rumble.
Came back with the scratch.
Lasted, I think, 5 minutes. Thrown out. Okay, that was the present. Stuck around. Headlined Extreme Rules. Won an IC title against Seth Rollins. I was thinking to come. Look, as a wrestler, as a character, he's very good, but he's just been around too fucking much. Go away, Dolph. We've changed the locks. Just go the fuck away. And he was what the final four here.
Ziggler super kicks and dumps McIntyre out. I was like, lucky for Drew. Otherwise, he'd have to listen to Ziggler's stand-up. Fucking annoying camera work as it zooms in on the impact because spiking Mysterio and Braun clothesline. It's not exciting enough, so we have to do this. Oh, fucking hell. Number 29, blimey, what a big puff. It's the Vapor, Randy Orton.
The Vapor.
Who looks to have found Corbin's vest.
Hey.
Got a little starter vest going. Strowman mugs for the camera as a single nip peeks out. Super duperplex as Ron clotheslines a human tower of Braun, Andrade, and Ali.
That was nice.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve, number 30. Get rowdy. Better move some things. Check yourself and realize you're all that.
Get rowdy. You about to move some things. Be a rondo with the drastic change. So check yourself and realize we're all that. Just step your ass up and get your hair right crack. No doubt.
Is this the first time that song has been released on an album, as in a proper version?
Yes, because back in Volume 5, it was when Road Dogg had left and there was enough time for them to change the song to Just Our Truth. And it was like a really sad one. It's like, me and Road Dogg, we're not here anymore. Run Truth here, or Killings, Truth Killings. And he gets Pearl Harbored by Nia Jax.
Buh.
She looks to be stealing his spot. That's such a dangerous precedent. Steve, the rules, please.
This is just utter bollocks, lads. Obviously, they kind of set up something like this in the Women's Rumble with Becky coming out, but that was different, right? Lana was already injured. She couldn't make it to the ring. And Becky, who maybe shouldn't have done it now that I think about it, because she's meant to be the man and the badass, but she went up to Finlay and was like, please, let me go in. And, Finlay at least said, yeah, go on, love, But then Nia just come out and just Pearl Harbors this guy and just walks down to the ring. And where's the big line of referees coming down to say, no, this is not right? And you have your own match, you cunt. Fuck off.
So the referees are all going, but they're not doing anything about it.
No.
Yeah. So she eliminates Ali and turns around to see Orton in waiting.
But Orton was waiting to poop in a bag.
Ali lasted over 30 minutes in the Royal Rumble match before being eliminated by Nia Jax.
Oh, Nia Jax, watch your back. There's a Viper sneaking.
Look out.
The men gang up on the woman. Hilarious. Super kick. 619. RKO. And SmackDown 2002 Eliminator. Before getting eliminated themselves. No tranquilo.
And now Randy Orton tries to make the story he does. And now Andrade from behind. Andrade, Ziggler, remain.
Ziggler and Andrade in a battle of who can sell for the shortest amount of time. Braun makes himself known, shows his nip, then shoulder charges Seth, who'd been resting on the outside for 12 minutes. Strowman bull rushes Cien out. Then Ziggler. It's down to 2, Braun and Seth. Seth pulls a Benoit Big Show by headlocking Braun out to the apron. It's like, mate...
Everyone have that written down?
Yeah, thank you.
The Benoit Big Show's...
Don't reference this, mate. But at least it's not the finish. Working his way to push Braun headfirst into the ring post, dazing Braun onto one knee, and then blackout to knock Braun off. Rollins surprises himself. It's like a dog farting himself awake. He's like, what?
Rollins!
Why is he surprised? He said he was going to win.
He's the odds-on favourite.
Yeah.
No one else could have won this year.
And after 57.5 minutes, Seth Rollins is going to WrestleMania.
I love the look on Seth Rollins' face. I think he can't believe it right now.
What a year for Seth Rollins. He's had this past 12 months, and now he is the driver on the road to WrestleMania.
First, from Ireland, weighing in at 220 pounds, OOC.
Hey, what did you think of the pay-per-view overall, OC?
I watched this in one fucking sitting. That's pretty good going, though, you have
It was
to
good,
say.
very good going for you, yeah.
Quite proud of that. Anyway, it was the night of the women.
The women of the night.
The women of the night. So they fared considerably better than the men. Match of the night was Brock and Finn. Outside of that, the women were better than the men. And a really unmemorable men's rumble match. Like, I quite like to keep track of who wins every year and just who won in 2009, who won 2013. I know I'll struggle to remember Seth won this year. That's not a good sign.
Yeah. I always forget Del Rio.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one.
You go, him.
Yeah. That was in Santino. It would have been more memorable. He nearly won it that year, didn't he? And then Shambo won in the year after. There's a rough couple of years for the Rumble.
Yeah.
What did you think of Stone Cold Steve's bird? Becky Lynch.
Yeah, she's really good. I haven't seen enough of her to kind of make a real judgment on it. But yeah, she's definitely over. Hate the name. Absolutely.
Becky Lynch?
No.
She should have a nice, strong name, like Steven. What do you think, V1?
7 hours, lads. It's too fucking much. In saying that, I thought it was an easier watch than the last couple of WrestleManias. There was nothing bad on this show. There were things that I didn't particularly love, but there was nothing terrible. The women were the absolute highlights. Becky, Asuka, Ronda, Sasha, the Women's Rumble. Then, of course, you have Brock and Finn, which was awesome. I loved it. Shame about Daniel Bryan, AJ, bit of a disappointment. And the Men's Rumble, a bit of a shitty ending. But yeah, look, it was an easy watch. Watched it in 2 sittings. It's still worthwhile watching. I'm just a bit sad that the Men's Rumble was lacking in drama, but the Women's Rumble made up for it.
I had a very pleasant viewing experience. I don't watch WWE live. I watched Becky and Asuka, and then I fast forward till the Women's Rumble and watched the rest of the pay-per-view. It was kind of them to put all the shit heap together. And then the next morning, I watched the pre-show and the bad matches that I missed. And so it was very pleasant. It was like you've got your fill, and then here's the rest of it. Anyway, I did really like the in-ring psychology. Sasha had a way better match than I thought she'd do. Becky and Asuka had a great match. Finn and Brock had a great match. I enjoyed the Daniel Bryan AJ match, even though you guys didn't. I was sad. I got satisfied. The Rumbles can hang. Although there's some good spots in each. So a solid 22 minutes of great stuff, and 6 hours 37. That you can skip.
I love that you guys, by the way, have said it was a very easy to watch show, very easy to watch in 2 separate bits because it was so long. I'm like, sure, that's a contradiction. I mean, what bits of Kingdom 93 did you skip?
Oh, I rewound bits to watch it again. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's a weird thing to say, but I get where you come from.
What do you think, Matthew?
What everyone else has said, the women outclassed them. You're right, 7 hours is a long show. You shouldn't be seeing Seth Rollins win and then in the background hear Birdsong and the fucking milkman is giving you stuff. I don't enjoy watching them live because my body's mixed up for the next few days. So I love the Rumble, but I'll watch it the day after. So women, yay. Misogynistic Matthew was dead. He's ripping off his shirt.
Long
NWO
live
style.
racist Matthew.
No. He's removing that shirt as well. You know how that got on here, Your Honor. Feminist Mafu. And of course, anyone who declares himself a feminist will instantly be in your DMs being a creep. So, watch out, fuckers. Sex pervert Mafu. And I'll forget I said that. And like every other fucking thing I say in the show, people will tweet it to me and go, remember when you call yourself a sex pervert? I'm like, you heard that?
No, never happened. Prove it.
I've never heard of
Here. That's a Mexican guy. It's not me.
No, that's Mafu. I'm Matthew.
So, thumbs up? Thumbs middle? Thumbs down?
Thumbs.
Oh, thumbs.
You need my thumbs out of this.
All right.
Wait a minute. My thumbs up. Oh, okay. Take that out.
Thumbs down?
I can't do it.
Wow, you did that very accurately.
Thumbs middle.
Cut. Reset.
Deadly uppercut, take 2.
Action. Cut.
Who hired this guy? What the fuck? Deadly uppercut, take 19.
Hi. Sonya Blade calling in air support. Sonya Blade was the first kick-ass girl that I saw come onto the scene, and I've always admired her and admittedly kind of emulated her in, my own way, and now I get to try and be her.
I will not negotiate.
Katana said you would talk.
Not with humans.
How do I earn your respect?
Beat me unmercifully.
Drill Sergeant Blade reporting. No vigilante justice, Scorpion.
My clan isn't bound to your laws.
Care to test that statement?
Your daughter fights well.
I like to think she gets it from me. There's only one leader here.
Then prove yourself worthy.
I proved that a long time ago.
A good general is hard to find.
What's that supposed to mean?
Your soldiers are going to miss you.
The fate of billions is in your hands.
So stand down and let me pass. What are you doing to protect Earthrealm?
Everything in my power, Sonya Blade.
How about protecting us from you?
I will kill Johnny Cage.
Do it. He's a pain in the ass. Got a problem with my future?
Your spawn will defy destiny.
That's the American dream. You've been looking for me, Scarlet.
A few pints of blood is all I ask.
Trust me, I'm not your type.
Your blood has bite in it, Sonya.
So do my feet and fists.
And that does it for this whopper bumper edition of OSW Review, episode 79, the Royal Rumble 2019. OC, what do you think, mate? You enjoy that? You enjoy being aboard? Hopping aboard?
Very good. Very enjoyable. And Matthew, I think you're not bad. You're okay.
Pull up those bootstraps.
Nicest thing I ever said to you. Ever will. You seem like a decent bloke.
I do good impressions, thank you.
What ones have you done? Oh, you're dominant. I don't know. I just
sympathy laugh.
I just think he's.
I'll never come back
he's
to this
just
fucking place.
I don't know.
Sorry, no, thank you very much for having me and being cooperative.
Being cooperative.
Many people thought we were going to throw down.
We're all RoboCop.
Look,
if I'd sucked at Contra, if I hadn't got past level 1 of Contra, maybe you would have.
Oh yeah.
But no, it's really nice to talk with you in real life.
I think people might be disappointed because we didn't argue.
Should we find something to argue about?
No, we disagreed on things, but it didn't descend into now. If you're lined up now next January for 8 quotes of the year, I'll be upset.
Oh, you got 3 in the top 5 in the Golden
Which one?
Pancakes is not no. I don't know.
I Am Not a Big Woman.
I don't think so.
No, that wasn't even nominated.
It should have been nominated.
Yeah.
Oh, shocking.
We all agreed that might have won.
Yeah.
It's weird because
There was a cheeseburger. Cheeseburger one.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
Bully Ray has
second,
never turned heel on a cheeseburger in
Yeah,
his
yeah,
life.
that was second.
Yeah.
Oh, people tweet me that.
Oh yeah.
I'm worried he might come after me. He's not
all
gonna
right.
beat me up. I'm scared he's gonna cut a promo on me.
I was going to say you're grand because he'd never catch it. Like.
We have smaller cars over here in the UK. Yeah, and it's. I'm so appreciative of the fact that Jay in particular has been always complimentary about me. I think you still say like the Botchamania famous. I'm like, fucking, you're famous because of your efforts. And it's been funny that like I gave you like I just basically went, okay, Simpsons reference number 69. I've been Mr. Burns with the baseball team. I've said hit a home run. You hit a home run. I go, aha, I told him to do that. That's my role in this. And it's funny that I've been like, oh, I'll come in the show. And then your fans have gone, fuck off, Matthew. You bring the show down to your level. And we like the OSW level. The crazy mix of, you know, sexism, racism. Sorry, I mean, that's just, I don't know where I've got that from. Golden Noggers. And
all of the isms and all of the obius.
Lovely. Put on a t-shirt. But yeah, no, seriously though, like, thank you guys for having me. I hope I've been tolerable. If I've talked too much, it's because Jay Hunter did not do a job editing. And that, yeah, thank you, Mr. OOC. I can't wait to beat you in the awards again. Thank you very much, Mr. B1. I have no beef with you whatsoever.
Hey, beef!
Jay, thank you very much for inviting you this fantastic studio apartment.
Wow.
That actually worked.
$500,000, please. Oh, gee, what a stupid question. What's coming up on Botchamania? Little bit of botch? Little bit of mania?
Who knows? I think one of the best things I ever said, I don't know where it came from, so I think we're just very tired. Like, now, sometimes greatness comes when you just completely fucking nagged at 4 in the morning. They went, somebody will fall over, I'll put Mario music over it, and then somebody go, Matthew, you're a genius.
Ooh. So you can watch all of our episodes free of charge, and I'm Player 4-3 full screen at
OSWReview.com.
And if you're feeling jaunty, a little bit fishy, a little bit scaly, you can slip us a couple of bucks and watch some exclusive videos, music, all that good jazz at
noggeryou.oswreview.com.
So it's a goodbye from OSE, V1,
Take a boo,
Matthew, and myself, Jay Hunter. And remember, a winner is you.